Is it working? Cool.
Good to go.
Alright, hi guys. Welcome to the 2024 Australian 8-ball singles finals. We've got Travis Crawley versus Ben Foster on the left table and Nicole Welsh and Colby Poole on the right for the women's. And this is Luke Anglesey from WA doing the commentary with Dane Beaton from Queensland. How's it going, Dane?
Hi everyone.
Oh, yeah. How's it going, Dane?
Yeah, pretty good. Travis getting off to the perfect start, winning the lag and running the first rack.
Yeah.
It looked pretty calm and comfortable out there. So pressure's fully on Ben now to come up with a response.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've been watching bits and pieces of Travis's matches and Ben's. Sorry, I already got to keep my voice down apparently. And both playing very well. Ben is just sort of more of an aggressive player, and Travis is sort of the guy who will tie you up in knots. So he's one of those guys who can kind of take on anyone because he brings everyone to a level where they have to play tactics against them, and it's a hard battle to play sometimes against a guy that knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, for sure. But he showed in that first frame that if the balls are there, he's going to go for them, and most of the time he's been getting them this week, and that's what got him to this final.
Yeah.
Particularly with a very impressive display against Stone in the semi-final, beating him 9-1, which is pretty comfortable.
Yeah, that's right.
And Ben had a bit of a fight on his hand with Andy, but Andy was just a little bit off his game compared to his quarterfinal with Ron Kelly. So
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to back it up when you've just gone through a battle, and even Andy Barnett's last 16 match, I think it was, against Blair Cuckoldy from Tasmania. That was another huge battle as well.
Yeah.
So you can only really have so many big battles before you really start to struggle.
yeah,
So Ben's on and out here. It's a little bit of a tricky path, but
yeah.
they are all there. Oh, he's going to play this one first. Okay.
A little stun on this one should be fine. And looks like Nicole Welsh has drawn first blood in the ladies after missing a relatively makeable black, but she's wasn't the toughest snooker, and she's gone the up and down.
Yeah,
The
yep.
first one. Ben looks like he's just overhit this one, so he's going to have to take the
Yeah, it looks
the
like
longer
sort of
yellow, and
tracking
it's, get,
towards the rail
it's
a
getting
bit.
a bit messy. He'll need one good positional shot and pot for this one, so pressure's fully on now, particularly as a rack behind.
Yeah, that's right. It is 1-0. The scores aren't updated yet, but that first one is always one of the hardest ones to get. So it'll be pretty important for Ben to get this out, and should just be able to calm the nerves.
This will be a big shot though, because he's got to come back across to where the yellow is now to play the yellow in the bottom left corner. He's always going to punch this one, looks like.
It's a big shot. Yeah.
Oh, it might get a result
Oh,
here.
he might.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, and as you were saying before, Dane, Travis is, obviously good in both areas. He's very good tactically, but he can just run racks as well when the time comes. So one of those guys is just hard to beat no matter what, and he can sort of take on anyone in Australia with that sort of with the level of thinking that he uses.
yeah, he's not a two-time champ for nothing, even though that wasn't the old rule set. He's always been a dangerous player, and somehow being the president of the association now means you can make grand finals as well.
I think it's very impressive, considering I run a few little comps here in WA, and I just find it so hard to concentrate on the game when you're trying to organise it as well. So full credit to him for making it this far.
Yeah, for sure. So he's got a nice angle here on this bottom red to get up table.
Yeah, the tricky one is the one on the right.
Yeah.
Do you think he's just going to play?
Try to get on it now.
Yeah.
He'll be on the other two regardless. Oh, it's a nice
He
kiss.
has got a perfect result there.
Nice kiss for a little soft run through on this one to the corner, and it's looking like 2-0 for Travis with a break to come.
Yeah, that's right. Just run through and then play this. I'm thinking play the bottom one out of the two into the centre. I probably would have liked a little bit of extra angle there, actually. Sort of a little bit off straight, but tracking the wrong way.
Yeah.
Probably want to be a bit higher up.
Probably a little soft screw shot would be the way to go to leave him the angle on that last red to take the black in bottom left corner, or I think both middles might be available, but definitely the one on the right.
Yeah.
So he's gone
He's
that
played
way.
that perfectly.
Yeah, perfect angle, just a little soft stun over and good to go. Nicole's opened up her little trouble cluster there. She's looking good as well.
Yeah, so the score hasn't been updated on that one either. So Nicole is 1-0 up, is that right? She was the one that got out of the snooker.
Yeah.
So do you know, how long have you been in the game, Dane? How long, when was your first Nationals?
My first Nationals was 2007 at the Breakers venue in Melbourne.
Yep.
And then I missed the next two. but then was pretty much had a good run of 4 or 5 years in the team, Queensland team, from 2010 through to 2014. I didn't travel to 2014 for work commitments.
Yep.
But then was back again for 15 and 16.
Right.
And then house, kids, and partner took over from there for a little bit. So
Yeah, that's fair enough.
back at it. I played in 2019 and lost to Andy in the singles final. And Travis with a big break of serve to pinch that 1-2 after Ben had a good chance. So.
That's right, and the break in the next. So, what I was going to ask was, I think Nicole Welsh has been around for quite some time as well. Has she ever won an Australian?
Yeah,
singles?
so I think Colby's the only one playing today that might have yet to break the drought, and she'll be looking to make amends for the heartbreak of last year, losing to Isabella 8-7 and with a chance to win it, and unfortunately winning off of the last ball or second last ball, I think.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
But Nicole's just so smooth around the table, so it'll be a mental battle for Colby to push the game along, because Nicole's very experienced and seems very calm under pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was good for her to nick that first frame after she missed a easy black. But Nicole's still got a bit of, I think that black might pass the middle right there, so if she snicks this red in, will probably hold on one of the yellows.
Yeah, if we can get an overhead down on this right hand side table, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it definitely goes. So.
She fouled.
She's fouled.
Oh dear.
Ideally, I was thinking you'd want to land on that yellow, and she just sort of nudged it out the way. So not ideal. But to be honest, I cannot criticise that. I am not the best with the rest. I'm not much of a snooker man myself, so using the rest is a very it's few and far between, and I'd probably do something similar.
Yeah. And here comes Ben after Travis's dry break, so this might be Ben's chance to get his foot in the door.
Yeah, Ben is very, very solid, and if he can get on a bit of a roll, he will be hard to stop. But Travis is the sort of guy who can sort of just slow people down no matter what. So, this one should be a really interesting match. But Ben really does need to, get this frame.
Toughest frames to win are always the first and last. So
yeah, for sure.
We want to get on the board.
This is a tricky starter straight up down the rail like this. They're fairly tight pockets. So, and there you go. I think maybe on another table that might have dropped in.
Ooh,
Colby's missed. But it was always a shot to nothing, but you sort of don't really want to use that, if you know what I mean. Like because you're giving Nicole another chance at the table.
Yeah, it's a half chance, and if it's your day and you're 1-0 up, you're more than likely to take on this cross double.
That's right, and I feel like when you've got the out on and you do that because you just think, I've got a shot to nothing here, they usually knock it in. So it should be interesting to see how Nicole plays this, but definitely the double into the corner is the way to go. It's tricky, but it's definitely gettable.
Yeah.
Or there could be a Marcus here.
It's close.
Not enough. And that is why you always give it a little bit extra. You just never know what might happen. I like to do that anyway.
Yeah, so it's time for lockdown Trav to come into play here. Don't think Ben's going to like his next shot. Oh, seems to be going the aggressive route, snicking this red in the middle.
Yeah, well, they are all there. So, and he has got that insurance with the red over the pocket, even though in these rules it's not as much of an advantage.
Yeah, I still think it gives your opponent something to think about.
That's right.
In the back of their mind, if they've either got to try and play a skill shot, which is a bit tougher on these tables than the Supremes. It's still something for your opponent to think about. When you've got them thinking about something like that, they tend to lose focus on another shot. So
That's right.
So the black's not great. I think you'd want to be dropping in behind it. So, but Ben will be happy to get back to the table.
Yeah. Actually, do you mind if we get another overhead view, Dan? See. I guess I'm actually not that good at reading the overhead, but it sort of looks like you might be able to drop it in if you get right behind it, but you wouldn't want it any other way. And that's a pretty nice shot, except, yeah, that's all right.
That's pretty good.
It's definitely on. But I mean, these yellows are just, yeah, they're not ideal at the moment, are they?
Yeah, I think if he takes this top one, it removes one of his linking balls for the black, so it'll be interesting to see if he tries to open up the black as well in this shot. He just doesn't have a guaranteed next one. That would be the only.
I don't think he'd be opening up the black, considering the out is just so tricky at the moment.
Yeah.
So what I was about to say, which he might have been going for next, is to try and double that yellow on the side rail back over and try and create a cluster where Travis's two reds are.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, for Travis, they are all there.
Yeah.
But he's also in the box seat, so he's sometimes you've got to try and work out when's go time, you know.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's not now.
But it is for Colby. She's got one ball left now. Just played a good pop screw back for her last ball. And
okay. Oh, he did not want that drop in, the one on the left, so that's that worked out well for him. You'd probably want that one in the top left corner as your last ball.
As your backup as well as your last ball.
Yeah, that's right.
So he could probably drift this one in and give himself the angle on the bottom of the two reds. He's just got to cue this nicely. He's going, yeah, that's fine.
You reckon? I think he's got a bit too much angle.
I think a little soft screw
into the yellow
with a bit of side. He might catch the second red half ball.
Nice shot by Colby there.
Very nice. That'll build her confidence, and she will get to 1-all.
And I'm hoping for nice close match in that women's one as well. Last year's one was very exciting towards the end. Obviously, a bit of heartbreak for Colby, but yeah, from a neutral perspective, it was great to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. And
so Trav playing the percentage there, not risking the cannon. As you said, he landed a little bit low on that red to play the breakout, but has got Ben in a world of hurt here. He's going to have to come up with something special to get back into this frame.
Yeah, and that is a smart shot. I do think he can knock it up top if he wants to get ultra aggressive.
He's probably going to maybe play a kick at another one and try and leave that yellow there to provide a bit of traffic for Trav. But
I just don't think it's like Travis can get around him quite easily. So I guess if you can hit this yellow.
He's fouled there.
I was going to say if you can hit that yellow and not foul, Travis would
just might buy him a little bit more time.
Maybe, yeah, or he'd have to get like Potty's linking ball that's over the pocket to the black. So yeah, but now they're all on. I think it is definitely go time now for Travis.
Yeah, that's perfect from Travis. Nice bit of angle, nice and close. He'll probably want to try and get in balks, do you reckon, to try and ensure he can get close to that last red to get nice and close to that black.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking try and get it. If you can get it right at the top rail as we look.
That would be perfect.
It's just nice and easy to just play it in with a bit of left and drift down.
Plenty of space to drop into.
But at the same time, it shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah.
He'll just sort of screw off this, just play down for it. I think that black goes fairly easy if you get rough, like anywhere behind it really.
Yeah.
If you get nice and close to it, you should be able to just drop it in.
Still wants to cue this nicely, because people often take these ones for granted, and then you get this. Oh, did he want the double? Or was that just a rush of adrenaline, I think?
I don't know. Was he trying to nudge it out? I'm very curious.
Bit of a mad shot if you did. I thought just drop it in and soft anything on the rail, you'd be fine. And he's almost come too far for the double in the middle. And you might have a look at the double in the corner, or maybe just given where Ben's balls are, he might just snick this over the corner. But he'll probably go the aggressive approach here, and he's going the back double in the other middle.
Yeah, you have to really overcut these ones. Yeah.
No. All big turning.
Those ones. So like when you're playing those sorts of doubles, like when you're cutting them so fine, it sort of generates. Do you think it generates a bit of spin on the black? And I feel like you have to overcut it to compensate.
Yeah, thinner, but these rails have been tricky, I know, for us non-WA folks. They've tend to throw it a bit wide, so
yeah, they certainly do.
I'm surprised he didn't try and go for the corner and leave it an in or over on one of the corners, whether he decided to go for the snick or the double to the corner. But he's given Ben now another chance, which he'll be looking to capitalise now.
For sure. And Ben can't ask much more than this, you know. At this level, a missed black is usually a gift for your opponent.
Yeah. Although, feeling for poor Rocky last night in the prelim final when Jeff missed that black, but the balls just didn't sit nicely for a tough snooker, unfortunately.
That's right. It's a bit of pill to swallow, that one, but that's pool sometimes, isn't it?
Ben's a bit unlucky there to kick out one of his dead balls, and unfortunately parked it near the rail on the far side.
Yeah, that is.
Trav's got an easy up and down here with a good chance of potting it in the middle, I think. So.
Good chance, you reckon? You'd have to be pretty. These ones I find these very tricky to control. Like,
yeah, I'll be surprised if he misses it altogether, but he's definitely getting some contact, and that contact may push it into the middle.
That's right. And as you said, the rails do slide a bit, so they are hard to judge.
Let's play it with pace.
So yeah, you got Travis, who's won 2 Australian titles.
Yeah.
And Ben, who's won 1. And he did make the semi last year and lost to Stone 9-8, I believe. And then he's gone one better, or at least one better, this year. So it's pretty impressive to be at the final stages so many times.
Yeah.
You know, with so many good players in there.
It's a nice shot.
Very good shot, and he did try and play that as a shot to nothing, but if it did draw, yeah, Travis's ball was on. And he will play the snooker here. And that's good because he's got it out in the open still.
Yeah.
Quite often you see people, they'll play the snooker and then just kill their yellow, you know. You had to hit it with a little bit of extra pace that made it slightly harder to control the white. But
and he might have tried to touch the white up to the yellow, but I think they would have pushed his yellow that he played too close to the cushion. But this way he's made sure he got that yellow out, so it's an easier ball.
That's right. And he has sort of blocked the escape on the right cushion to the black, so he has to go this way, which he probably would have gone anyway. I'd be trying to cut this in the centre. You've sort of the Hail Mary.
Any sort of contact, I think you'll be happy with. Oh, here we go. Ooh.
Yeah, like I said before, hit him hard, and you never know.
Yeah.
And I think this is they're all there for Ben, but you're still going to have to play 1 or 2 decent pots.
Yeah. So what do you reckon here? Does he run through a little bit on this one to the corner, or does he screw back and land on either one, or does he just commit to going longer for the one in the middle?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll play this shot, just screw back a little bit. Okay, roll it in.
Yeah.
It's probably a better shot, to be honest.
Yeah, I think if you can commit to one and not leave yourself too many options, I think it just shores up your positional play a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit more. And this one, he's just got two drop-ins to the middles, and he should get his first scratch on the board. Yeah, good shot there under pressure. It'd be a nice little confidence boost.
For sure, those shots you knock in every day on the practice table, but for your first frame in the Australian singles final, they're a lot harder.
Yep.
And he's banged that one in. I was thinking just a gentle roll would have been nice, but probably wants to start cueing them in nicely. And there you go, 2-1 now. So they're both on the board now. Hopefully we see some high quality 8-ball pool.
Try and get a score update on some of the other tables. There is the WA headquarters YouTube channel, which is playing the under-23 final between Toby Clack and Alex Kingsbury.
Yep. So
as well as the all WA Masters final with Alan Brown and Sonny Lister, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
And then on the outside tables, we've got the machine that is Stacey Vine going for more silverware. I'm not sure how many extra bags he bought for his trip back to Adelaide, but he'll definitely need it. He's gotten a big broom out and has swept just about everything.
He is one of a kind, old Stacey. Then over 60, I think
he's playing Steve Hale.
Yeah, he is
in the final.
Who's a West Australian player for New South Wales. But yeah, Stacey's just unbelievable. Still solid as a rock, even.
Yeah, a super sub against you guys last night.
Yeah,
in that fateful final.
Yeah, dreadful. That's a good word for it.
Sorry. And the over 50s ladies is a all WA affair as well, with Rebecca Smith and Sue Basenich. We'll try and get some scores in a second. As Ben has gone reds here, and they're nicely spaced out. And you should be able to kill one of the Trav's yellows as a backup plan with this next pot.
Yeah, for sure.
Mobile phone going off. So did you play all your junior pool in this facility coming through, or did you play elsewhere?
No, so this venue has been around. It's a good shot by Ben. I think maybe, I can't remember, I can't keep track of the years now. Maybe like 2017, 2016, that's sort of when we started playing here. And it's sort of changed over time. It looks a lot nicer than it did when we first came in. It was just an empty basketball court with some pool tables. So they over time they put the carpets in, put all the memorabilia up on the walls, and it's turned into a really, really nice venue. So this is WA's home of 8-ball pool. Sorry, I haven't really been looking at the comments at all, guys, but I'll try and be a bit more onto them.
Yeah. There hasn't been too many come through, but Dan just brought up the score, so Sonny Lister is leading 2-1 over Alan Brown. And the over 60s, seems Stacey Vine might be up just by, he's up 3-0 over Steve Hale.
What a shot by Ben.
And Toby Clack and Alex Kingsbury are deadlocked at 2-all.
Yeah, that should be a really good match as well. Toby Clack made the final of the Australian Plate singles this year, losing to Luke Foster. But yeah, he played very well to get there, and even in the final, it was a really good final, to be honest. Like, Luke hardly missed a ball, and Toby took his chances pretty much every time as well, but just didn't get as many.
Yeah.
And we got Ian Hinton
And
commenting. I'll get to that in a sec.
is 2-0 in her final with Rebecca Smith. So Ben just got to be a little bit careful with his shot. Yeah. Took the safer approach and a little soft screw for the red in the top corner with the black in the bottom.
That's the smart shot. But yes, Ian Hinton. I don't know. I don't know if I'll even be going to the team event this year. So hurts more than last year, to be honest. So I'll see how I go. If you were here, I would, mate. Nice shot by Ben.
Yeah. And a nice hold of serve for 2-2.
I'm glad you didn't put the commentator's curse on him. And Ben would be pretty happy to be 2-2 after the start.
Yeah.
Travis got on.
For sure.
So. Colby once again has made another final. I don't know how many finals she's made. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, definitely more than one.
Yes, a few
might
now.
be 3 or 4. I think she got revenge for at least one of those finals by taking out Lyndall Vine 4-0 in the first round.
Yes.
This year, I'm not sure what happened with the seeding, but I think because Lyndall had been missing a couple of years, I think.
Yeah, I don't think Lyndall's played any team events for quite some time, so because of that, she doesn't get a seed anymore.
Yeah, that was still an impressive result for Colby. She looks to have opened that cluster a bit, but I think she's opened it too much.
So it's actually a pretty good opportunity for Nicole now.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky to land on that red that she's touching now. It's the yellow and black are blocking the direct line to get across for that one in the pocket. She's about to pop this one in.
Yeah, I think I was going to say if you come off the side rail, the left side rail and back out, she should have given herself like a pretty decent angle to come in for the last one.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see her approach with this one, whether she takes on the long pot with a little screw back towards the black.
Yeah, I think you just got to back yourself here and do exactly that.
And her long potting's fantastic.
Yep.
Hopefully there's no commentator curse on that one. But
yeah, she manages to do really well in the team event every year as well. Seems like she's always winning player at the carnival.
Yeah.
Very good single frame pool player, which even though it's the same game. Oh, what a shot! Oh,
beautiful shot.
Very good shot.
Fantastic shot from Nicole.
Yeah, I mean team pool's just it's a funny one because it's the exact same game, but it just feels so much different when you're out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Singles matches, you kind of get a bit more comfortable, I feel, and if you get on a bit of a roll, you can really get some momentum. Whereas,
she might have drifted too much on
I was
that one.
thinking just a nice gentle stun there would have been enough.
I think she might still be okay.
Yeah, it looks.
She doesn't look too disappointed, but that should have been a bit easier than this. She might have to even take it long, but
yeah, should be right for the centre, I think.
close.
Oh, it looks
Just
wide.
wide.
And now, so if you Colby, you play this one over the hole, like the one on the bottom rail, and play the snooker, you reckon?
It's tough because the black's pretty close to the middle.
Yeah, I just think if you can kind of get behind that yellow, the middle of the three yellows, you can get the white behind that yellow.
And
it is
force
hard.
it to take on a longer kick shot rather than just a short.
Yeah, I mean, you can come left side rail maybe, but it's so hard to judge when you're so close to the rail.
I think she'd probably want to leave the white on the bottom rail just to limit the control that Nicole can get on the white ball. And almost, she's going the aggressive route. Not sure about this one. This is a true test.
A very good pot.
We're gonna need another one here.
Yeah, with a bit of bottom to just come across and back out for the...
Yeah, she's gonna have to give it a good whack to get back across.
Yeah,
That yellow on the rail.
I really don't like leaving rail balls last if I have to move the white as well. So
Yeah,
but
she'll probably need about 2 foot to get comfortable for the black because the black's not on the half of the table that the yellows are.
yeah. So ideally, you just want a nice little angle, not too much, but just enough to be able to drift the yellow in and be on the black. But she's missed that one, and
She'll be disappointed with that one.
yeah, definitely. That's a bit of pressure as well.
Yeah, personally, I don't think I would have gone for the out, particularly on these tables, and just get that one on the rail into a better position and leave a snooker or a tough kick.
Yeah, that's right. I definitely like the snooker there, but it's also what you're feeling on the day as well. Sometimes might be feeling real good and just decide I'm going to go for it, but
And then you kick yourself when it doesn't work.
yeah, that's right.
We've got a donation from Keenan Sigler, $5, with a big "Let's go Benny boy." Michael Cacciola from South Australia.
Good to see you all tuning in. Yes, you do hear the famous angles, Mikey.
So it looks like Trav's come up with another dry break there, which is now 2 out of his 3 have been dry breaks. So Ben will be looking to counter punch again off Trav's break.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I found it very hard to break on these tables. I'm very rarely getting the ball. I don't know if it's a me thing or if it's...
Yeah.
How have you gone with the breaks?
I was hitting them well, and it just depended what day of the week it was. Whether I was getting anything. The splits were there, but just they'd all get in each other's way sometimes. And particularly in our semi-final with SA yesterday morning, hitting the ball well. Got one on the first break, and the third frame I think I didn't.
Yeah, it's a funny one, the old break. No one's fully figured it out yet. There are some big breaks in the room.
Yeah, I think Craig Stevens is definitely one of the more consistent breakers.
Okay.
Played with him on his team, and watching, he had a few more breaks than he normally would, and he's definitely got the sort of cut break worked out in this game, and it did pay dividends for him.
For sure. It's a very nice shot by Ben. He's got that one in the middle of the table there, next to the yellow. Almost touching the yellow. That's his hardest one. He can actually play it now.
Might be on it now, I think.
Oh, looks like it wasn't on, but he's got back up off it. I don't know. Yeah.
Does he pull back, you reckon, given that the second red in the middle of the table is only on in the top left corner or the middle?
It's a
tricky navigation.
That's a good point, actually. He does have a few tricky reds. Actually, if we can get an overhead view, Dan, we can maybe see. Yeah, looks like it does go. I mean, ideally, you almost just you could probably even play those two last in the middle of the table there. And you almost want...
Does he try and bump it now? He's got 3/4 of a pocket in the bottom left hand.
Okay.
He's on the angle now for it. Just checking it out.
I wonder if this was his plan all along. So they're actually, if it is tight, he's landing in a good spot where he can sort of make it on.
It's a good shot.
Since you're cutting it back, you can cut it a bit more, so you don't have to hit a certain spot on the ball that isn't possible if you were on the other side of that. But yeah, as you said, Dane, this red is a little bit tricky to get on. So screw back here. I think you might have to play these two in the same centre and sort of come round off 3.
Oh, he's given that a good whack. I don't know if that was the right shot there.
Yeah, I was thinking, well...
He's maybe trying to stun across for the right-hand red.
I was thinking if you screwed back off that one and then cut the other red in the same centre and come off 3 rails for the red up top, then it was all on, but...
I think playing it at that pace in these middles, the pot definitely wasn't a gimme. And with the extra pace, he's just undercut it. And Trav's gone ahead now and potted his ball and killed one of the reds.
That is a, I mean that's just the smart shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ever have a chance to knock someone's ball dead, you might as well.
Might as well.
Not
even if you plan on sort of going game, it's definitely the percentage shot to play.
Yeah,
just one little transition shot here that just got to play this nice and carefully. Is that to run a little bit further? Yeah, that's perfect there.
Couldn't have hit that any better, I don't think.
So I think this all comes down to how narrowly he lands on that yellow between the red and black to determine whether he takes this frame. Don't know if he'll want to leave it for last. Well, he's just overcooked that, I think.
Yeah,
Definitely wanted that yellow on the balk line first. And might be playing a little soft cannon, or is he swinging around the back?
I'm very surprised at how quickly he played that. I thought he was just going down to just have a bit of a look to see what the angle was like. Then he played the shot.
That's the new and improved Travis Crawley.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, that yellow does have a lot of pockets that it can go in. That one in between the black and the red.
Do you think he tries to land on it now, or
no?
Does he
I think you can play it last. So you play this one at the top first, and you sort of leave yourself a nice little angle on the one next to the white now, and then you can kind of just track around for the yellow into the bottom left. Yeah, even that's fine. I was actually more thinking bring the white a bit further down to the left hand side, so you can just track around off the 2, and you got a big area to land in. When you're sort of like coming across the line of the shot, it's a little bit harder to get position.
He's undercooked.
Which is basically what I meant by that. You know, you sort of have to land in a smaller area.
So a big test for Trav here. Oh, he's missed it. Big chance for Benny here. not ideal, but 2 balls on the side rather. The ball in bulk is a nice linking ball for the Blacks. It just depends if he's got the angle to maybe bump out the one on the left, or whether he tries to drop on it and play safe, or
Yeah,
he's got a few options here.
I think definitely knock this one out on the left-hand side near the centre. So off bottom rail, and then nudge it out. And then if you don't really land on it after that, you can always play the snooker, play the. Ooh, okay, never mind.
Leave himself with a double, so it's a.
Gotta love it when I'm explaining exactly what he's going to do, and then he does something completely different.
Yeah, he's definitely going for it all. I think he might have to play safe here, really. I don't see the value in taking the double on. The position's not really guaranteed on that last red.
So you think play the one up top left now and play the snooker?
I think so.
Yeah, just leave it over the hole. And
you do leave the swerve, but not sure I see the value in taking on this double. Tough pot, tough position. Always hit that nice.
It's a very nice shot.
Just juiced that up, bit of check side to hold the white on that side of the table. Played it at a nice pace, and has a relatively safe shot to nothing here. If he misses this red, or leave Trav along yellow.
That's right, and if he gets it, he's still on the black.
Yeah.
Like it's still a gettable black.
Yeah.
So very nice shot.
Very nice shot. Did you go cushion first then?
No, I don't think so.
Mm. It's a great shot by Nicole to finish her last yellow and land nicely on the black. And this is slightly tougher than the one she missed earlier, but don't think she'll have too much trouble with it. And Ben's cued that nicely.
Oh, and Nicole's missed hers. Oh dear. She's apologised for something. I don't know.
Just the leave
I think
covering that,
Colby
killing
is
that
on-
red, but she's on the longer one
yeah,
for
I
the safety pot.
Yeah, but I think Colby will not mind just getting back to the table regardless of how it was all left. What did she get? Are they wanted to clean the white, are they?
Yeah, but there's no. Oh, Greeny must be waiting for his equipment. We had a few disagreements earlier in the team matches about whether you get a timeout for cleaning the ball, and apparently you only do if the referee doesn't have a marker.
Is that right?
He's got to go get a marker, and you do get a timeout until he's gotten his equipment. But if he does have it on him, then there's no timeout.
Okay.
So we see our Vice President Brendan Cantor bringing in the equipment to allow the ball to be cleaned.
So generally when that happens, it usually means because someone got a kick on the shot before. So I do wonder if Nicole did get a big kick and missed it that way, but
Yeah.
generally they only move the ball a small amount, enough to miss, but yeah.
Nice break by Ben, but it's unfortunately come up dry.
Yeah, as I said, I think these are really hard to. These tables are really hard to get balls.
Mm.
I would even argue the fact that it's a disadvantage to break. It's just not getting more. It is for me anyway. I'm probably getting more chances off my opponent's breaks.
Yeah. So Colby got a good chance here to flick this one in the middle and maybe push the other one next to it out a little bit. Or maybe not, because we might kill it more than it's in a good spot now, so she'll probably want to avoid contact. I think maybe she's even got a free shot at the screwing into the red and black to open those up and be guaranteed on that other ball to the middle. She's got to make sure she cues it nicely, because these ones are tricky little screw shots.
Yeah, for sure. And
she doesn't decelerate. Yeah. She didn't
well,
go for it in the end. I think she just dropped on it for the
that's
opposite
perfect
middle.
then.
Yeah. Nicely played.
Just off perfect, but should be no dramas.
Yeah.
I think Travis is he wanted to hold nicely on that yellow, and the whites just continue to track across to the red. So we already sort of run out of position here, but he has other balls that he can use to try and get back up there for it.
So Colby is taking an extension for this key shot. Let's try. He hasn't killed the black. Got a little bit lucky there, but I think he's going to pull up stumps and probably maybe play even a turnover shot here. But
yep.
To clear Ben's yellow from the corner. And Colby's just pushed that red wide, but hasn't left an easy black. But these are two. I think Nicole Welsh is probably the best single ball potter in the ladies' game, so I think she'll get close to this black.
Yeah.
And Travis there playing the turnover shot.
That's pretty good by Travis to leave it over the bag, but not completely over the bag.
Yeah.
I think he was actually trying to play the skill shot there, do you think? Or
I think it was a 50 either or.
Yeah, yeah.
With the long block there. Oh, she hit that nice, but just not quite good enough.
Those shots are hard though, especially when you know your frame is on the line.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Ben
going for his
what a
own
shot. He knocks that in. That's actually quite unlucky to hit it and not drop it. Very good thinking though. And things are certainly tricky for Travis.
Yeah, well, Colby's under-hit that one. She wanted to come probably another 2 foot to the left to just leave a flick in on that red and drift up for the black, but she's undercooked it and left herself the wrong side. Does she go for the whip around?
I think anything on the left-hand side of the table would have been good for Colby, so sometimes you're better off hitting it, like over-hitting it when you know that, than under-hitting it and not having an easy path to the black. So now she's decided
taking the medicine and is going for a much tougher shot on the black.
Let's get an overhead of that one, Dan. I don't think it's on. I think that's actually really good for Ben.
Oh, he's good to take it in off the other red, and he's still got his backup ball over the hole in the bottom right. It's just he's so close to it. It's a tough one to judge.
Yeah, I do think it is a bit of a
where that other
shot.
red goes. Colby's
Colby, what a shot.
shot.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was quite difficult, and now I don't. Oh, he's got a bit lucky there.
That's filthy.
He's got very lucky actually. But maybe another overhead, Dan. Sorry, but I think he might be able to. Well, just glance off it, and yeah, that's right. We play the snooker, so that's not too bad. But now the yellow, I don't know if it's on in that bottom corner pocket anymore. Probably not. Now, how are you getting out of this one, Dane?
No, I think he's got to kick at one of the top two.
He's going to have to.
He's going the.
I think he's going to have to put heaps of
he's
swerve
going
right on it. Yeah.
Florian Kohler Massey special.
It's the only way you can hit it, really. Oof.
Not too much damage there, I think, but
nah.
Ben's got a few options here to deal with, whether he deals with a couple up the top or plays a turnover shot down the bottom and snookers in behind the black. He's got a few ways to go about it.
See, this is a good shot.
Skill shot, screw back or turnover?
I think just turnover and try and leave the white behind the black. Very nice shot. And I like how he played the yellow in a way that it was never going to drop in as well.
Yeah.
So he sort of played like the edge of the red so that it just doesn't follow through.
And taking the white off the bottom cushion just took a bit more pace out of the white to guarantee the snooker, and he's
that's right.
left them perfectly on the side rail there. Great shot.
Very smart shot. Always going to be tricky.
He's pushed that yellow a bit awkward.
But he's also killed the red as well, which probably is even better for Ben, really. Now that Travis has only got 2 reds on the table, Ben can just play the chip away game and pretty much do what Travis does to a lot of others.
Yeah. Is he looking at potting that red or clearing it? Definitely not a straightforward one, so I think another safety.
Is he going to try and pot the red and leave the white?
I think either or. I think it's more about the white on the shot, getting it back behind the black.
Yeah, and then potting the red is a bit of a bonus.
Yeah. Just don't think he wants to kill another yellow with the red, but he's got time on his hands because he's got more sort of soldiers on the field to.
That's exactly right.
To help him out. He's not taking the angle to get it behind the blacks.
I think, is he just backing himself?
I think he's backing himself to pot it, I think, rather than causing more traffic.
That's a very nice shot.
Smart shot. Just concentrated there 100% on potting the red. He didn't sort of take the 50-50 option of disturbing the red and creating more traffic up there and getting the snooker versus just concentrating 100% on potting the red and playing the turnover.
Yeah, that's right.
And forcing Travis now to open up this bunch a little bit.
Because having one of your opponent's balls on the table as opposed to 2, I just find that your chances of winning goes up so much because you only have to snooker him off that one ball instead of like if there's two balls anywhere on the table. It's sort of sometimes hard to hide.
Yeah.
So smart shot by Ben, and I don't know if there's any a smart way to play this, or you just kind of give it.
I think he's trying to kick it out the back.
You'd have to play it perfectly. Yeah, I was going to say it was, and especially with that pace and the amount of spin you're putting on it, the white's always going to sort of curl back in. It'd be a very hard shot to play. I would have just been throwing my arm at that one and hoping for the best.
Probably a reverse double back to the bottom right-hand corner, but obviously that yellow was in the way, I think, of that angle. So Benny's now just opening up his other dead ball with the black. Just got to bide his time and be patient. Yeah. Did you have any loss of frame shots in any of your matches during the week?
Oh, well, there was a big one last night actually, and I've actually told Jack Hunter he's an actual genius for doing it because he was versing Steve Saxon and he. I think it was 8-4 at the time to WA, and Jack Hunter from SA has just played one of Steve's balls. Just thought he was on reds, but he was on yellows, and that's lost the frame. And but we kind of felt a bit bad for him, you know, because he's an ex-WA player as well, and obviously no one really cheered or anything. We took the win, but we were kind of all a bit down, and then they started climbing back.
It's a pretty, awful way to win a frame. We had a similar situation with Steve Jamison from Victoria. He potted a yellow and then had a timeout because the frame was. Oh, it's a good shot by Trav.
Wow, what a shot!
Amazing shot. And Jamison had potted his. It was a messy break. Potted a red. Asked for an extension and then got to about 10 seconds left and then just played straight into one of the yellows. Because I bring that up because that previous shot that Travis had when he's gone for the kick, he could hit his ball fully and he's gone a legitimate attempt at kicking it off the back rail and fouling when it was a chance of that happening. So whether that is actually a legitimate attempt because he could have just played straight into his ball. But it's an interesting rule.
It is.
I'm not sure if I agree with it, but...
That is one of the most common questions about the rules, is that one, and especially when you can see a ball but you decide to come off a rail.
Yeah.
But I guess my answer to that is, if you're still going for the ball, then it shouldn't really matter how you go about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think the rule is only there for like when someone's legitimately just clearly playing your ball. It has to be so obvious. There's no
Well, I
no
mean, you can
question
raise that
about it.
case with Jack Hunter and say, was he legitimately playing the wrong set of balls, or was it just
Yeah.
a slight misjudgment that he forgot what ball he was on?
Yeah, well,
that's the intent, I think.
that's another hard part about that rule as well. Because if you forget what balls you're on, that is, even though you thought you were on that ball, that is loss of frame regardless.
Yeah.
It's happened a few times. It does suck, but it's just the way the rules are. And Ben, after being 2-0 down, is looking very good for a 4-2 lead. And I would say that's pretty much perfect to just screw back nicely, nice and slow, and land on the one, the black down the rail. He's overhit that. Pretty much the worst possible spot he could have landed, even though it's not that bad. It's just a little bit trickier than if it's dead straight.
Yeah. There we go.
Very nice. By Ben, 4-2 lead. He does have a little bit of a home ground advantage as well. There's definitely a lot more people crowding around for Ben since we are in the home state. Travis has only got his New South Wales teammates that have come to the Nationals, whereas Ben has quite a few people that have come in just for this match. So it does help just that little bit, gives that little extra edge.
Oh, nice.
Very nice
pot.
shot.
Nice confident pot from Colby, and she's looking good to take the lead for the first time in this match. Let's see how Travis breaks this one. He's been breaking very well all week, but he's had a couple dry ones in this final outside of that first frame. Colby's chicken winged it.
It's tough out there.
It's a nice break. It's a nice break by Travis. One from each set, and the yellows are looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the trickiest part is those two balls on the top left area, but I think he can pretty much open them up right now, and if he can get a nice little cannon and a nice result, then it's all on from there. So can't ask for much more off your break than that.
No, definitely not. Nicole's cued that very nicely. It's very easy to push that first red past the pocket, but she's controlled it nicely. Travis has gotten that cannon, but he hasn't developed it too well.
Yeah, it's probably a bit more angle than I thought. Actually, I thought he might have been able to flick the red a bit, but clearly, probably not. And now he's going he's looking at going game still.
Just got to be careful though, because these pockets, when they rattle, they don't tend to stay over the bag. They tend to drift elsewhere. So it'll be opening up Ben's only trouble ball.
If he does go for this, I find it funny that
it's a great shot by Nicole. And
very nice.
Pump, she had to punch that in and out of balk. It's come back really nicely for the black.
He probably couldn't have landed much better with that. But yeah, he's sort of going all out aggression now. It's funny how Ben's almost made Travis play how Ben wants to play, whereas in the semi-final with Travis and Stone, Stone's obviously a very aggressive player, but he was playing a lot of safeties because of how Travis was playing.
Yeah.
Almost playing into Travis's game. Yeah, see now they're all on. I'm very surprised at the way he's played that. I mean, that red is tricky. The out is definitely tricky. So maybe that's why he went for it, knowing that Ben's out isn't easy anyway.
Yeah, he's got that red in the middle of the table. It looks on, but it's actually blocked to pretty much all the pockets. I think he's checking if it's onto the right middle. But that one is probably his only tricky ball. Of course, there's one along the top cushion, but he's got other support up there.
And I'm not a big fan of that one on the right-hand side rail as well. It's just it's nowhere near any other balls, so landing on it and then trying to
link it with another one
Yeah.
is also. So Ben's got a lot
of work to do.
looks an easy table, but I think on closer inspection it's not as nice as how it looks.
Yeah.
So Nicole pinched that frame after Colby's miss on the black to go 3-2 up. Still neck and neck over there. Nice break from Nicole. Not the best split, but she's gotten a couple balls and we'll have first look. Ooh.
So Ben's actually going to play it into the big pocket on the left now.
Yeah.
That's a smart way to go.
That's a smart shot, yeah.
So you've got to give Ben a lot of credit, because he's a couple of years younger than I am. I used to play the juniors with him, and he was always a decent junior player, but never right up there.
Not as big of a pocket as it looked like.
I think that's really nice, to be honest. I think that glides in nicely. He'll play this with a bit of right-hand side or top right to just flick it in and come down for the one down the rail. I think. Looks like he's loading up a bit more, but we'll see. Yeah. Oh, okay, maybe you were right. I thought he'd be able to get it nicely, but he got the, maybe he was looking at the position as well. I think he was focused on the position a bit more.
Yeah.
Which he got the white nice, but sometimes you take your eye off the pot and give your opponent another shot. And Travis should just he'll be looking at, well, I don't know actually.
I think just playing the turnover, opening up his yellows a bit,
and
leaving Ben either a really long, difficult shot or snookering behind that front yellow.
Yeah.
But he definitely wants to open these yellows out.
For sure.
To put the pressure back on Ben to make a really, really big, difficult shot.
That's a very nice shot. I thought
so he's left him awkward queuing as well as a length of the table plot.
Yeah. But sorry, I was saying that Benny Foster, he was always a decent junior player, but definitely not right up there with some of the best juniors we had in WA. And just over time, he put in a lot of hours to get to the level he's at now. Whereas with his brother Luke, certainly not as many hours. More of a naturally. Oh, what a shot! Look, that is incredible.
Don't know if this red's on.
I don't know. I think it's actually, he deserved better, to be honest. With a pot like that, you sort of just, you want to be on something.
Yeah, he knocked in a similar one in the doubles against myself and Mac Gwynn from Queensland in our semi-final, which broke our hearts. It was a very similar, it was probably a little bit easier pot, but he still had to make it because the black was over the middle, and if he missed it, it was going to be game over.
I did see that one.
But he's knocked that one in just clean as a whistle.
That would have, that was to get in the final, wasn't it?
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
This does go up top.
Here's another big one. Nice.
Oh my god, what an out. I shouldn't say that, he's still got a black to pot, but sometimes these blacks are just as hard as the shots prior, because you've just done such a good job to get there.
Yeah. He'll just keep his head down and just cue through this nicely.
Wow, I tell you what,
fabulous out.
When you got a guy playing this good, it is hard to stop him. Like, you really do need to play top level full to just get back in the game, because with an out like that, you just kind of feel like, wow, it doesn't matter
Nowhere's,
where.
nowhere's safe
Yeah.
unless you're actually properly snookered. But, oh,
What a shot! I mean,
two fantastic pots and positional shots there from Ben.
on these tables at that pace is just unbelievable.
Yeah. And as you're saying, he's put in so much time as well as in his snooker game. Because I don't know how much snooker Luke plays, but I know Ben is very, very handy across multiple formats.
Yeah, no, I must say Luke doesn't play much at all in terms of cue sports. It's quite unbelievable how good he is, considering he's one of those guys that it really does do your head in a bit, because he's basically been working away this whole year and just dominated the event.
Yeah.
So
probably almost a negative impact considering him and Ben's schedule yesterday. They had team finals at 10 a.m. followed by singles quarters.
Singles.
They had a bruising encounter that went all the way, and then Ben had to play his semi-final, and then they had to play the doubles final together, and then they had to somehow find something
for the team's prelim,
which was started all right but didn't quite work out in the end. So it was a huge day schedule-wise. And
that's right.
And Ben's had a baby this week as well to throw it all.
Yes,
unbelievable.
It's quite
how he's here to begin with is it's quite mind-boggling.
Yeah,
but
unbelievable, isn't it?
The wonderful partners in our lives sometimes sacrifice just as much as the people on the tables as themselves off it.
For sure.
Keeping the house running, particularly with kids. I think Ben's was that his second child?
No, first child.
First child?
So,
oh my goodness.
Dax Wesley calls him Father of the Year because he's just run off for a week.
Unbelievable. But I mean, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to play your nationals in your home venue. And
yeah, that's right. And
the team that you guys had assembled I can see why that happened, and hopefully he's going to add a little bit more trophy wear with this singles final to go with his doubles win yesterday.
For sure, and it's a story to tell the young fella later on that potentially he's won an Australian title around the time of his birth.
Yeah, it'll do.
But it's a very nice shot by Colby. She's just got to hold her nerve here. I would actually just stun this in. Oh yeah, no, that's actually better. Roll forward a bit. She just doesn't want to be hampered with the yellow.
Just doesn't want to stick to that yellow.
I actually still don't mind stunning it in and running it off too, but yeah, just for that sole reason.
She's hampered herself. She'll have to cue through this for the black in the middle, or have to take it long. Yeah, I think a stun high and then pop the red off 2 cushions back out for the black. You got a mountain of area to land in.
That's right. That's a very nice shot by Colby. Perfect on the black.
We've got some expert comments coming through on the text from Mark Robbo. Trav playing more aggressive because Ben's a very smart player and patient as well. And Trav knows he just can't grind him down.
Very interesting. Because Ben is a very, very smart player. But also a great potter as well. Yeah. So I think Travis would have the wood over him in the tactics side though, maybe but I mean, yeah, Ben, no matter what position you put him in, he'll still find a good shot to play. And then, as you just saw in that last frame, then Trav has got him tied up in knots, but then Ben will just go, I'll just pot out now. So it's one of those ones.
Left me half a chance. We'll have to pull off 2
That's
screamers.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just knock it in.
That's right. And sometimes sit there scratching your head.
Casual Friday afternoon at the pool hall.
Yeah.
Just goes bang bang. I'll take 5-2.
Yeah. No, and he must be feeling good out there. He's certainly looking good.
Yeah, he weathered the early storm that Travis came out with, and has now put the pressure all back on Trav to find something to close this gap, because 3 frames in a race to 10 it's a pretty good lead.
Certainly is.
So we've got Alex Kingsbury's now leading 5-4 over Toby Clack. 23.
Is it a race to 8?
8, yeah.
Alright, so open table, it's actually a nice little split as well.
Yeah, we've got Stacey Vine leading 6-1 in his final race to 8 over Steve Hale. And we've got Suba Sanic 3-all with Rebecca Smith in the over 50s ladies. And the Battle of the WA Legends is also locked at 3-all with Alan Brown and Sonny Lister.
Should be
So
a
few
cracker.
close ones out there.
Cool. Yeah, and those finals, so Alex Kingsbury and Toby Clack and Sonny Lister versus Alan Brown, that's on the AEBF YouTube channel. If you got the 2 screens and you want to watch them all, then yeah, definitely worth chucking up those ones on as well. Looking like they're shaping up to be good contests. Travis is really needs to zone in on this one. Needs to get a frame on the board sooner rather than later before the match slips away from him. So is he looking at an out here, or is he?
Well, judging from that first shot, I'd say he is, but
Okay.
he's pulling back now.
I mean, this could be one of those in or over sort of shots. Oh, it doesn't quite drop, which is not too mad about it, I don't think. But at some stage, Ben can just play the turnover and leave Trav nothing. So
Even snooker him across on the left-hand yellow, maybe, if he wants to get a bit more creative, or just leave him tight on the rail there.
So you think pot, like go for the almost like a pot?
Oh, I might be going for it now, I think.
Yeah, bring the white
And
across
snooker
and
him on
nudge it
that.
in.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, well, he's just
Always
queuing
pot.
so well, isn't he? Like, if you're not queuing well, you draw that and then you miss the red as well.
Yeah.
So he's managed to do both. He'll probably find a way to go game here. No, he's playing that well, and sometimes when you're really on, you just know exactly what to do at any given moment. You know when the right time to pull the trigger is, and let's be honest, it's probably not now. So he will just play a containing safety here and let Trav bring the white back up there to the top of the table, and then Ben can work out what to do from there.
No.
Oh wow, it's just...
It's all with Ben at the moment.
Yeah, except it's actually not the worst. It's not the best result really, because Trav can...
Another turnover.
Yeah. But even these shots are quite difficult to just control, because you've got to slow roll it in and get it pretty much perfect, because if you hit either side of that yellow, the red won't really stay over the pocket.
Yeah, particularly on these tables as well.
Yeah, there you go. You didn't even get the pot. That was the number one thing. If you can just drop it in, then you're a much better position than you are now, basically.
Yeah.
But still plenty of work to be done in this frame, I think.
Are there any other tournaments in WA coming up before the end of the year, or is this the season ender?
I wish it was. I wish it was the season ender, because after the Nationals, you sort of don't really have much energy left to play pool. Oh, he's going for it.
Great shot.
Very nice. But we do have one in November, I believe, per West Coast Open.
Okay.
So yeah, and we've also got one of the singles leagues. It's called Champions League, just the top 16 in Perth playing it. So the finals are on there, and yeah. But at the moment, it just feels like, gee, I can't even think about picking up a cue after this. But oh well, we'll get there. Push through. How about you guys?
Yeah, well, our season sort of our finals got postponed because of a few players were coming away for nationals. So go back to the final. My team missed out. On finals, but there'll still be a couple of weeks to finish off before the presentation night, and then then we've got Reedy's Christmas Showdown.
Yeah, that's always a good one, isn't it?
It's back at Snooker World this year on their facility that they've got 12 Supreme tables in now.
Oh wow!
They've done a bit of a refurb recently, so I think a lot of the players struggled in the heat out at Ipswich. So it's a venue sort of 45 minutes in from Brisbane in the middle of summer with no aircon.
Oh god!
I think it was a struggle for a lot of the players last year.
Yes, definitely.
So they've retreated to the cools of the sunny Gold Coast at Reedy's home venue. So there should be some interesting money matches on the Friday night.
It's always good over in Queensland with the money matches.
Reedy's done a lot of work.
Yeah, he does a very good job, and I quite often tune into those ones, especially if there's someone from the West coming over to play. Probably needs to be more of it. There was a time when Jamie Stevens was doing it, but yeah, it is tough to run these things with all the different pool players and their opinions, so can get quite draining after a while.
Yeah.
And Travis got a great opportunity here to we play this one next to the black, pot that, and then you'll play the turnover shot and leave the snooker. That's what I'm looking at the moment.
What do you think? Does he force it because he's so far at least 3 frames back? Do you think he has a go at it?
No, I think just play the turnover and snooker. Not this shot, but next.
With the red on the right of the 2, you reckon?
That's right. And yet, so I wouldn't even do much with this white here. Yeah, that's perfect. Just roll it in. I think you can just roll it and leave the white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing in these situations where you have that sort of wherewithal just to bide your time and not try and force the issue too much if you're 3-4 frames back.
Yeah.
Just to chip one frame at a time, just play the smart shots. That's
right. He actually played that really well, because if you hit it too hard, you can still leave Ben on.
Yeah, and lose the red even.
That's
he's
right.
He's made sure of the...
He's played that perfectly, because obviously you need to hit it hard enough that the yellow drops as well. It wasn't quite perfectly over the bag. It sort of needed to double kiss it off the jaw to get it to drop. So, but knowing Ben, the way he's playing, he'll probably just get down, bang this in and go game again.
It's looking good.
Oh my god, you're joking me. Oh my god. It's unbelievable at the moment.
He'll need another special one here, but goodness, if he takes this, I don't see much of a way back for Travis. But stranger things have happened, but this will be another special pot to avoid the reds on the way around to get a shot on the black.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very tough pot still, even though he's played one good pot. It's similar to the last frame. He's got to continue to produce until the final black.
He's just got to miss that red near the balk line.
Yeah,
not miss both of them
up.
Actually. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, even Reedy's cuffing that one. I think everyone's just impressed with what they're seeing at the moment.
Yeah.
Hi Lee, it certainly is, mate.
Disturbance in other areas. I think Alex Kingsbury's extended his lead on Toby Clack. Let's see if Ben will just cue this nice. Snooker black, half ball in the corner. Oh, so close. So close.
Yeah.
It's finally caught up with him. He is human, ladies and gents.
We call him the robot here in the West. He's
Nicole Welsh special, that one.
that was a very nice pot.
Long black. Handed in. Oh, Travis. He's chicken winging that one. It's a big let off for Ben. Shot of the day right there. Have there been any big comebacks in singles grand final history that you can think of? Coming back from multiple frames down.
I'm sure there has been.
If anybody drop a comment if anybody can remember a big comeback.
Yeah.
I think it tends to favoured the front runners. I know there's been some hill finals, in particular last year. Oh wait,
yeah, last year was a big hill battle. That was an incredible match.
Yeah.
Barney versus Stone, the two semi-finalists of this year.
Yeah.
So done very well.
Amazing to get back close to it again.
Dan's trying to show a replay. He'll get there.
Not happening today.
Must have really liked that escape by Nicole.
Everybody loves a nice slow up and down.
And
yeah, it's not looking promising for Trav at the moment. Another dry break.
yeah, when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. It sort of just builds, doesn't it?
Yeah, but at least he hasn't left the easy merry ploppins. There's a bit of work for Ben here.
That's right. There's plenty of work to do.
I think Killer B, I think Stone went 9-8 up and Mr. Black, and then Andy got it to 9-all.
Yeah, from memory, I think that match was very close the whole way.
Yeah.
It was sort of like, maybe 2 frames in it the whole time. But yeah, nothing like a situation like this where, let's say 4 or 5 frames down and you come back and won. Not to say it's not possible though.
No, anything is 1 frame at a time.
And no handstands this year, Lee. I think my days are done, mate. Yeah, and he's playing near on perfect pool at the moment. It's just obviously wanted that snooker there, but he's just he's tying Travis up when he needs to, getting all his balls out in good positions, and then going game when he has to.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at some of the past results for the
there's been a few close ones, but those close ones I don't remember there being a significant gap in the frame count. I think it's just gone neck and neck with no more than sort of 2 frame lead at times.
Yeah, and Travis Crawley was part of probably one of the most famous finals of all time.
Yeah. I think it's the shot is, I often commonly refer to it as somebody's woodsied themselves. If they draw snooker themselves, it's become a pool meme in our
certainly
community.
has. Yeah, that was.
If there is one player to sort of make a comeback and win an Australian title, I think Steve Woods would be high on the list too. I think everybody would be happy to see him back and try and compete for another one to get over the Duckers. To lose 3 finals and 2 of them 10-9 Because
Yeah.
he lost that one to Scary and
That was
Albury in 15 when he knocked the black in out of turn.
That was just as brutal as the
Yeah,
first one.
just heartbreak. So
Yeah, and a lot of people say he's probably one of the best players to not win one.
I think Jake's probably.
Oh, sorry.
Jake's probably number one there, but Woodsy not far behind, considering he's played in 3 finals and has been so close twice. It's an achievement in itself. But
Yeah, that's actually maybe it was. Oh, there's a foul there.
Check that, please, Dan.
Alright, we've got Dan in the action now to get the replay out. He's got to be on his game now.
just whether
We don't want to see another replay of the up and down by Nicole. Okay, yep, all good. Got Brendan Cantor. I won't say a word. That's Nicole's game.
Table.
Oh wait, is it? Yeah, that's it.
Can you leave the area, please, Brent? Thank you. No foul. No foul.
Interesting. And the beauty of the
technology.
yeah.
Dan Jay had thought Travis had brushed the yellow with his cue, but the video footage was relatively clear, I think.
So can you keep rolling it through down to see if at the end he's okay, he's gone straight up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like there was a gap there the whole time.
Trav just making sure that he's not going to lose a frame if he plays the wrong colour. And yeah, he just.
Yeah. It's a nice shot by Travis. He's got to do these sorts of things to get back in the game here. Got to slow bend down somehow, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think Travis almost has to return to his roots and try and grind this one out.
It's not terrible though, is it? Having that ball over the pocket.
No.
So does Ben. Say play like the
Double this one inside that red near the
yeah.
middle, I think maybe. Or is he juicing it up for a little snooker? No, it's gone the double. It's got it. Oof.
that's even
Yeah,
well,
that's
almost even better. You do sort of want your balls on the table,
Yeah.
so
For sure.
getting that red out of the way. But now that the red on the left hand side goes nice and easy off the yellow by the looks of things.
Don't think it's
few people went shout outs, so I might as well.
They got to donate to Dan to get a
Yeah,
shout out. I think.
if you wanna shout out, you have to donate to Dan. How's that? I won't even say your name, mate. You know who you are.
There's a famous beverage that shares the initials.
We've got Dane Beaton, by the way, as the other commentator. Alright, so a bit of a slow frame here on the left, so it's actually sort of exactly what Travis needs.
Yeah, I think so, just to help reset the flow of the match, and because he'll definitely need to nick this one.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're on a bit of a roll, you sort of, and then you get slowed down like this, it kind of just breaks your rhythm and you forget how good you were potting before.
Yeah, so Nicole's got ball in hand on the ladies' table, probably looking for a turnover and snooker.
Definitely.
To take Colby's last ball out of action.
So I just wonder if you play one of these balls on the left first.
I think so, yeah. Probably better shout, just so, because that black's going to track to the side rail from the ensuing kick shot and might create more trouble and bide Colby a little bit more time. Ooh.
Wow, Travis.
That's opened it up.
That's not a result, unfortunately, for Travis. He did hit them pretty hard.
So now Ken Trove to a Ben Foster to Ben Foster. He's got this tough clip to the top right if he wants it. I don't see much value in taking on the other one down the rails.
Yeah,
so I think he's got to commit 100% to this one. He'll have a good angle to land back on his last red. So big shot here in the match. Colby's almost kicked in that black from the snooker.
Yeah, but you can't start counting at 4 and then go straight to 1. You've either got to kick in. Can we ask about that? Because yeah, no, I know.
It's close.
Oh, what a shot!
Great.
Under the circumstances,
We'll need
that
another
is
one though.
a huge shot. And I think he was like running out of time there as well. I don't know if he called extension or not, but
I think he burned it earlier in the frame and it was all a bit messy, but
so he had to get it.
He's got to get this one too. This is a tough one on these tables. They've been rattling all week. Just need to cue it nicely. He's punched it.
Why would you do that?
Very hard.
Why would you do that?
He's hit that very hard. Don't know why he hit it so hard. Just a rush of.
Yeah, just wanted to cue it in. I do say that pocket that he was aiming at is the tightest pocket in the room.
No,
I don't know why.
Local knowledge. Did you miss something there last night? Did you?
Probably did, to be honest. I think I missed many in that pocket. Probably got nothing to do with the size of the pocket. It's just in my head now.
Crisp hit from Ben. Leaving a nice angle to come on and off the side cushion. Back out, and we should be looking at 7-2. Wow.
Yeah, it's all in Ben's favour at the moment, isn't it? Travis really needed to get that to give himself get himself back in the game.
Yeah.
And it looks like Stacey Vine has won over. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you, Jaden D'Amica, for the donation.
The Rock of SA in the finals yesterday.
Yeah.
coming through in the clutch with many big outs, including against us Queenslanders, and then backing it up against your boys last night. So well done, Jaden. Thanks for the donation.
Yeah, and there's your shout out, mate. And he is a big time finals player.
Yeah.
Loves it. Some people really thrive under it, and some people struggle.
Yeah.
And he's one of the guys that he does play very well in those situations. Big reason SA are in the final right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Nice slow roll. Ben in a great position to win his second Australian title. I remember the Gusta Giorgio Ricky Emery match was very close. Was that a
Yeah, that was a 10-8 or a 10-7.
Okay, I thought it might have been a 10-9 even. But there was no big comeback or anything there.
Your brother got a bladder problem.
Cheers, Jack Phillips.
It's a tricky little layout for Nicole here. The black in the middle.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's another roll or two over would have been nice for Nicole, but
Yeah.
she's got a shot on it. These are tricky though.
No, she'll just clip off it and leave the white on the
Yeah.
somewhere near the pocket on the bottom rail.
Thanks, Travis Martin. Chuka, good to see you tuning in, mate. Oh, she's going big.
Ooh, don't know about this one. Yeah, don't know about that.
What's going to
shot
happen
choice
here?
there.
Nah.
No, left hook.
No.
That's a big let off. No, that's a
Yeah.
big let off.
Yeah.
You 4-3 up.
Sometimes
I think you've got to pull back there.
for sure. I'm all for going aggressive, but sometimes there is a time to lay up
Yeah.
or play safe.
Yeah. Maybe she didn't like the possibility of an in-off after snicking off it, but definitely thought the safety was the better option. Even if you do leave a shot, it would have been a tough long pot.
For sure.
So Benny's come back from his Benny Noonan bathroom break.
I don't usually win the lags.
Yeah, sorry, I was just saying,
I didn't hear an
Stacey-
announcement. They usually, I guess Joe Fanto's not on the microphone.
Yeah,
so-
well, the two people that would announce it at the table.
Yeah.
Got Jay Windross and Travis Crawley would be the ones announcing it usually. So yeah, I think Stacey won. I know he was 7-1 up.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty comfortable, I think.
and the others are all
Congrats to him
Still
and
on.
to Steve Hale for making the final of the over 60s. I think that was probably Stacey's 120th frame of the week.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
probably more.
He's got more tonight. I think he'll play a full set tonight in the final.
Yeah. Once again, another drive break, I believe. Yeah, I was saying to someone before, if you're playing in the over 60s or the under 23s and also playing in the Open, you're basically non-stop playing. It's I'm knackered just from playing half of them.
Oh,
So-
I lost in the second round of the singles and I'm still tired.
Yeah, I lost first round, so So funnily enough, you've got Ben who's just playing out of control, like amazing pool, And realistically, if you change two things in this match where, Travis played that ball up the top right when he had that out on and he jawed it, and then that last frame where he tried belting the ball down the bottom right, if you got both of those, it would have been 5-4. Anyone's game. So just taking those little opportunities can change the match so much. At the moment it's 7-2.
Yeah, just a question coming through from Sonia Bucknell. Nicole took on that risky shot and missed it and left a pretty straightforward black for Colby to knock in, so the ladies are tied at 4-4. And I think they're on there.
You can
Just
actually
taking a break, I think.
the
They'll be back on shortly.
The beauty of YouTube and CueballTV is that you can rewind even when it's live. So if you miss a shot that you wanted to check out, you can quickly rewind and then quickly go back to it later.
Yeah. So if you're on an iPad or phone, you can just double tap to the left-hand side of your screen, and that'll rewind you 10 seconds on the live feed, and then you can go back live at any point as well.
Mm-hmm. You can clip highlights, apparently, whatever that means.
Yeah. Oh, you can. Yeah, it's sort of like an editing tool. I think.
Yeah.
I think one of my fellow colleagues from Queensland, Dan Dixon, put up one from Rob Bowen's shot in the semi-final against you boys, where he's played a ball off another ball in the middle, and the ball he played off went down to the corner and potted one of your balls.
Yeah.
And I blew the rack open in one shot. It was quite amazing.
Yeah, you don't have to explain that one to me. I was the opponent, mate. I was sitting there thinking, oh yeah, I've got a pretty good chance of getting back to the table, yeah.
Apologies. I'll try not to rub it in anymore. I didn't realise you were on the receiving end.
No, that's fine, mate.
A super shot.
Yeah. No, they did a few very, very good outs against me. So you can't complain too much when that happens. This is just another one of them tip-tap frames. Weirdly enough, it's all at the top end now. Usually it's down the bottom end. Not very often you see all... How many balls are there? About 13 balls up the top.
Yep.
Ben might as well get the last one in there. Feels bad for this one.
Right now, so just looking at the schedule for the rest of Grand Final day. I think the schedule's going to be pushed back a little bit because originally we had the Masters team Grand Final and the ladies Grand Final scheduled for 3 p.m. local time, but those will probably both kick off once all the singles finals have completed. So hopefully that won't push back the Open final too much later than 6:30, but at this stage it's probably looking like another long night in the west, so hopefully those on the east coast can stay up late. It is a Friday, so be sure to join us for more of Dan's excellent coverage
for sure.
The rest of today and tonight.
They certainly have been long nights, and it is a bit trickier for people over east that are 2 or 3 hours in front of us to stay up and watch these sorts of things, but luckily it's Friday night and hopefully you don't overwork the next day, so you can...
And the Vics are playing in the Open final.
That's right. I'm sure there will be a lot of people staying up for that one. It's the number one event of the Nationals, in my opinion, the teams final.
And the rivalry with Vic and SA is renewed once again.
Oopsie, I'm trying to get the comments back up. So, do cue marks on the table affect the table at all in terms of the balls moving offline? Not enough that it's overly noticeable, I would say. Yeah. I don't think it matters too much. I think
it's more the finger marks from people dragging their hands. I know I'm a bit of a dragger when I play a shot and get up off a shot. I tend to... You can see the finger marks there, and I think if you're rolling a ball dead weight, it sometimes can wobble on those raised fibres, but doesn't impact too much if it's rolling any faster.
Yeah, that's right.
And you'll sometimes see players sort of flattening it out if they're about to play a crucial shot. They tend to
Yeah.
wipe away those finger marks. But
I actually wipe away the chalk marks just for, I don't know, just I think because they sort of put me off a little bit, you know.
I think with all those fancy chalks nowadays, it's going to be a time when the good chalks are mandated to stop any kicks. Because I know I got a few kicks during the week, but that's because I'm still using the triangle chalk. I notice a lot of the players are using the town.
Yeah.
The town chalks.
I still haven't.
Have you converted yet, or?
I gave it a go, and to be honest, I wasn't playing as well. It was probably nothing to do with the chalk, but I used that as an excuse, and I went back to the usual one I use. So
triangle or master?
No, I use this random one called Russian Magic Chalk.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know why, but
not supposed to say the R word.
Yeah. As soon as I started playing with it, I started winning comps in WA. So I've just decided, it's all the chalk. It's nothing else.
Do you have to get it off the black market, or is it
eBay?
Oh, there you go.
This is just one of those long, excruciating frames, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we'll have to give the girls some love on their table.
Yeah.
It's Nicole on yellows. I think she's pushed that red over the bottom left corner, which blocks off the yellow next to the black from going in anywhere.
So Nicole's on yellows, did you say?
Yeah, I think she's just potted a yellow to the middle and drifted down and cannoned that red.
Even this frame is one of those tricky ones where that you can't really go game.
Yeah. And if you drop this yellow over the bag, it doesn't really suit anybody because it's just going to get potted in a turnover and you're going to be in a bit of trouble. So I think she might play with a bit of pace and try and get the white out of there.
Oh,
yeah. Just don't matches hit that well.
I think she was trying to play it off the red, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought, just to open it up a bit.
But even if she played it off the red, that yellow next to the black, sort of in between the other two, it's just in a very awkward spot, and all Colby's reds are really quite nice.
So does Nicole get a turnover shot of her own here? She's snuck that under. Yeah, not much value in that one, I think.
I think we should try to pot it, and then maybe playing that yellow down and knocking the red in. Wouldn't have been a bad move.
That would have been the one.
But now Colby's in a great spot where she can pot the yellow and leave a snooker. So just glance off the left-hand side of the red as we look. Play the plant, 3-ball plant, and leave the white almost in the middle of this, just right of the middle of the bottom rail here.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Perfect.
So now I think Nicole's probably going to have to kick at that top yellow, because if she goes for that one near the black's tracking towards that middle bag. So she's got to be a bit careful on which one she goes for.
Yeah, regardless, she's in a world of hurt. I mean, Colby's balls are all in great positions now.
It's thrown wide off the soft. You've got to hit those with a bit more pace on these tables.
Yeah, I almost sort of aim to miss it to the bottom part of the ball, if that makes sense, because it's going to slide across.
Yeah.
It should just slide into it then. Yeah, you might as well go game if you're Colby now. Yeah. Can't ask for much more than this. I mean, you can keep playing the tap game if you really want, but there's only so many times you can do that. I think it's go time.
it's still locked at 4-all with Sonny and Brownie in the Masters final.
And what about the Alex Kingsbury Toby Clack one? That should be a
Looks like
cracker.
looks like it's finished, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
what happened?
Alex is embracing his girlfriend, but that could mean he won or lost. I'll have to go to
It's not telling us
I'll
much.
have to go to the scoreboard for that one. I think if he's still in the venue, it means he probably won. Because if I lost, I would be out of the door or at the bar.
No, that's a very good point. No, Kinger is very gracious in defeat, regardless. So he is the sort of guy who would just hang around and have a chat after losing a final. So there's no telltale signs at the moment.
Alright, scoreboard says Toby Clack got up 8-6.
Ooh,
So close one there.
wow. Because I thought Kinger was up at one point there, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was very close. So
Yeah.
That one will be available to watch on the AEBF 8 YouTube channel. So that looks like the one we go back and watch. And the crowd goes mild, yes. All that black, yeah, track to the
Yeah.
jaw, that was fine. It's opened up nicely, putting all the pressure on Colby now with everything in the open.
It's really just one good shot here. If she can play this one in the corner, the bottom. I'm actually looking at the one over the pocket now, just to get back down this end of the table and sort of just swing around. And you should be on one of these balls. If you just get onto the left-hand side of the table.
I think she might be taking the longer one on just as a precaution.
Yeah,
Because if she plays that one over the corner, cushion first, it'll guarantee the white swings out and you should be on something. So
yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how she plays this. Just gone the direct route, and yeah, that's not great. I think if you go cushion
Probably-
first there, it's going to guarantee you on
Yeah,
any one of those balls.
that's right. You really want it to be on the left-hand side of the table there, so you've got the option.
Yeah.
But she's in a position now where she sort of has to go for it. So that's a
hit
great
nice.
pot.
Very shot, great
Very
shot.
good pot. Under the circumstances, when you really, especially when you put yourself in that situation,
Yeah.
I feel like they're a lot harder than if you've got your opponent just landing you there.
Yeah, it can snowball pretty quickly. She's got to play another good positional shot here.
Yeah, even
Whether she just drifts through and takes the red to the middle, or that'll probably be the better shot because it gives her a nice angle just to roll up on for the black afterwards. So if she doesn't get a kick here, yeah, no, she's hit that well.
I think that's pretty good angle to just drift up. You don't want too much angle where the pot's harder, but
yeah,
just enough that you're not gonna.
Yeah, she's just got to cue it nicely, stay down, just time it well, and she should have no trouble getting up for the black. It's a little bit straight on this camera angle, but I think there's enough angle for her to get out.
Oh, great shot.
Beautiful
I
play.
thought she missed
Well
that for a
played.
second there. Very nice. and
Colby Poole with a 5-4 lead in this match. I think that's the first time she's held the lead. We're looking to kick on and go for her maiden Australian title.
Yep. And last year will be in the back of her mind as well. Been so close yet so far.
Ben is almost fouled.
So, as expected, this frame is still going.
Slowly progressing.
Some people are bored of this frame already.
It's one for the purists.
That's it. I used to love watching these frames, especially in the old rules. I don't know why. Just the tactical game was, yeah, found it very interesting. But now I don't like it at all.
Oh, and
Oh. I wonder if Nicole's on that one. If we can get an overhead of the right hand side, we might be able to see. Looks like she might be jaw snookered from the
on the reds, yeah.
from the red. Yeah.
Little baby swerve should sort that out. Unless she wants to go yellows, because yellows aren't terrible.
Or Benny Foss. No, he's just.
No, I don't think she needs to swerve it. She's queuing up as if she could, yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Easy peasy.
Now, if you can, you cut this one. You play the plant. And basically, I'm focusing on this women's game until the frame on the left is over.
Improves a bit.
Give the feel a bit bad. We've mainly focused on the men's one. But it's a prime time to focus on a bit of women's pool here. I think she, if she can, she cuts that one, the white's closest to, and plays the plant. But I think it's alright.
Maybe too thin, I think.
Maybe. I think it's definitely on, but yeah, because I just don't know, like these sorts of shots, playing it now, it's just so tricky, and trying to land on a ball as well. Whereas at least if you cut it, yeah, if you do get it, the other one should be over the hole again, and then you can use that to bring the white back down table.
Yeah, but she's just pushed that yellow, and it's just made that red where she's now a little bit awkward. Because it was on in the middle just before, but that yellow's just floated in front of it and has covered it, so it's gonna. But it's still onto this pocket that she's playing into now.
Very nice shot by Nicole. Wow. Nice face cut double by Ben, but it's not really giving him much. It's not giving him an out, is it?
No, but it looks like another turnover probably coming.
So Nicole, oh, these are tricky though, aren't they? She's got to play a few really good pots.
Yeah. It's nice. Oh, here we go.
As you said, Dane, my best single ball potter, is that right?
Yeah.
In the women's game?
I'd say so, yeah.
She's definitely knocking them in.
She needs one good one here for this red in the top left, and she'll be able to stun screw down for that red below the black spot, and it should be game if she can nail this. Big shot coming up.
She's very composed as well.
Yeah.
Apparently
very steady.
Very good under pressure. Oh.
She's almost hit it too well.
Well, the potting is not an issue. It's just the white ball.
Yeah, I think she caught that just a fraction thin, so the white's just rolled a couple more balls widths across. But this snickers on, and she should be unlucky not to get on the black, I think. But the white's going to be travelling.
Yeah, I think it's all based on luck now if she gets on this black. Yeah, it was
Too thick. Yeah.
You really do have to thin cut them, like overcut it. I always aim to overcut it because you can almost never overcut it so much that you're going to miss the pot. But quite often you undercut it and give your opponent another chance at the table.
Yeah.
flick the red there, I
Yeah,
think.
just flick the red, yeah.
Yeah.
No need for Dan services on that one.
No.
Definitely hit the red first.
Okay, so how do you go about this one, Dane?
I think you just play the turnover and leave the white on that top rail and force him
Yeah.
to play the yellow in the middle of the 3. And there's a really long, risky pot down the bottom left-hand corner. I think that's pretty much all he's got.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Perfectly played.
He might even covered it, I think.
Even better if he did.
He's got a piece of it, but not. He hasn't got the potting angle. It's close. So advantage Foster now for this one. I think he was trying to kill the red there. I think that's probably the only shot he had.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right. But they're all on for Benny Foster to go 8-2 up now. It's a great feeling when you're hitting them well, hey? Just when you're in form and when you've got these outs and you just don't feel like you're ever going to miss.
Yeah.
Some
Particularly
days.
in a situation like this.
That's
it's
right.
the dream. Tried to find it all week, but never did.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that I did play pretty well in the doubles with Macwin.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, it's tough to maintain. It's tough to get there, and then tough to maintain it, and just the consistency. Time and time again. It's the toughest, probably the toughest thing about this game is trying to be consistent.
Especially with all the different competitions we have. That's a nice shot by Ben. You've got the singles, the doubles, the singles plate, the teams, and they're all different. Obviously, it's all the same game that you're playing, but it just feels so much different every time you get to the table. If you're playing doubles, you got to play for your opponent. Your teammate as well. In the teams, you got a whole bunch of people screaming at you.
Yeah,
it's very hard to be good at them all.
Has he overcooked that? He has. Here we go. This could be a turning point. Gives Trav a little sniff because this black isn't on in the top left, or it might be half a pocket off the yellow. What do you reckon? Can he still afford to drop this red in and take that black inside the yellow?
That's a good point.
I think he might be a lucky boy.
Oh wow! Oh, impressive.
She pots them straight and she kicks them in as well. Nicole Welsh, look, there you go. Oh, Ben's missed that.
Look at this, turning points.
Judging by his reaction, the black probably did squeeze, but Travis doesn't really have an easy starter here. I don't think he can access that yellow closest to the top corner pocket.
Yeah, I think he's just going to play the snooker, drift off this one down bottom left and play the snooker, right?
Yeah,
wow.
that kick.
I must say, when you play those shots in these sorts of environments, you breathe a heavy sigh of relief. Putting yourself in a position where you have to play that and actually get it. So it's a good feeling.
Can Ben Foster do a Nicole Welsh and kick out of this one? Because it'll be almost guaranteed on the black if he can get a piece of the red. Let's see how wide this one throws, where they have to play a bit of bottom to straighten out the angle, I think, to help swing it around the angle. He's done that. Oh, he's got contact. It's a great shot.
It was a great effort. A very good effort.
Big shot. Yeah, just have to play a bit of bottom and bend it around the angle and stop the cushion from throwing it too wide, particularly at the pace he played it at.
So what is actually, you could go a number of different ways here. I actually don't mind playing this one in the centre, then playing the bottom left one and using the one over the pocket as your last ball as the linking ball to the black. But I mean, you could honestly play all three and still go game.
So key shot here, do you tend to play these with a little bit of running side to come top cushion, side cushion and out, or do you just go straight off it with a bit of stun or right hand side?
So I would have
a long way. Okay.
Yeah, I would have actually played. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, the last shot I would have ran the white through a bit further, so I could have played that ball and then come off 2 rails. Because I like, just drifting it in and coming off a couple of rails.
Just doesn't want to land 50-50 on this one. Just to commit whether he's going for the top right corner. Yeah, he's played that nicely. Great shot.
Very nice.
Beautiful shot.
I think I would have played with heaps of right and left it in the centre, but I mean, each to their own.
Yeah, to sort of commit.
Very nice.
That
and that has stopped a 7-frame.
Yep, blows the dust off Trav's scoreboard.
Yeah, because he won the first 2
He did.
and then didn't win a frame for the
water.
for the next 7. Still got a smile on his face, which is always a good sign.
I think he's starting to seize up. Benny, you're starting to seize up. You're going to look back at this video and think, this was the moment. Made the call.
Mind games have continued. Colby breaking off at 5-all, and she got a red.
It is funny though, in these sorts of matches, you can be playing unstoppable pool, and then something happens in the match, and all of a sudden you've just forgotten how to play. So it really is never over until...
Yeah, because Trav's got the break now, so it can quickly turn...
That's right.
From 7-2 to 7-4 in a few minutes, just because that one frame's dragged out a bit, and they both sort of had 50-50 chances each, and Trav's ended up coming away with it. So, just having a chat to his supporters on the side, help relieve a bit of the tension, I think.
It
And come out with a big break when Ben gets back. There is. Big break coming up here. Can Travis get a ball? He's been dry on his last few. Could be that momentum swing after that last frame if he can get a good break and get a ball and have a good layout.
That's right. Very important break for him if he wants to win his 3rd Australian title.
Well, he's got
Oh,
one.
wow. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, you can't ask for much more than that.
No,
Those yellows are beautiful.
I think that yellow on the left-hand side near the red passes is just checking that now, because that's his only sort of trouble ball.
Yeah, I think it does. I think, yeah, he doesn't really have to do too much.
I think he'll just want to land straight on it so he can get the white out of that area.
I actually think this is his toughest ball. knocked it in nicely. I am very... Oh, maybe that yellow...
Yeah.
Actually, do you mind if we get an overhead view, Dan, when you get a sec? Just to... Oh, I don't know. What's it look like on the table there? I would have thought it's on, but maybe I'm off.
Yeah, I don't think it was a direct line to it. Might have to turn it in with a bit of side. Oh, Ben's got that right. Doesn't.
Yeah,
He didn't like that one for some reason.
Even looking at the table, I think... I don't know, it does look quite tight now that I'll look at the actual table, so I'm sure it mustn't be on if he didn't go for it.
He's still got a couple balls nearby that he can use to develop it. Just got to play a good positional shot here. Oh, he's overhit it. He hasn't caught anything. That's close.
Wow. You can't get much closer to the pocket for that one. Very impressive work, Dan.
Got it. Oh. Probably didn't want that one to drop, I think. He would have had to have maybe taken on the double.
Well,
as that was one of the two balls he could have used to break that out, but
still plenty of work to do, and it kind of feels like most of these frames there's just always something to do in it.
just checking on the timer for the ladies' game because the app's gone to 0, so I'm not sure if...
There's a ref still there, so it might just not be linked to the stream anymore.
Yeah, because
I noticed it a
the
couple of minutes
referee's
ago.
not got a phone in his hand, so...
Oh, I thought...
See if I can...
Okay. Maybe Dan's going to get to the bottom of that one. Thanks, Carly. Ooh.
Yeah, we've got to do a shout out to Shane McCulloch, who's been developing the Q-Tools timing app for us for this event. I think it's worked great 99% of the time. I think
Yeah.
he's still working on a few teething issues, but it's been great because it's effectively works like a remote control. So there's been iPads on the various tables showing the shot clock, and the referee can walk around with a phone that's linked to that and tap the extension or reset the frame, and it's been very handy being able to see the timer when you're playing rather than have to wait for a 15 or 10 second call. I think.
Yeah.
What have you thought of it?
Oh, I've loved it, and a lot of people don't like change, and it was a last minute decision to do it, and I did question it myself, thinking, why have they sort of changed the rules on us last minute?
Yeah.
But I think it's a great thing in the end. So it's always good to sort of know how long you've got left, and
yeah, for sure.
all
I
that,
think it's eased the sort of... There's still some rushed shots that occur because 45 seconds is 45 seconds, but sometimes you think, I'm used to playing with a 45-second shot clock and then a 15-second warning. But I think by seeing the countdown, you can see, I felt like I've been down on the shot for a while, and then you look at the timer and you've still got 25 seconds.
Yep.
So it's definitely alleviated some of that timing stress that some players can go under.
definitely. And no one wants to see a time foul either.
No.
So it's it kind of reduces that, but also, you know, everyone knows how long they've got left, and they give the 5-second countdown, which always helps. But I found, and there's a nice little win by Colby there, 6-5, just maintaining a slight lead. But with the 30-30 shot clock and the 20-20 and all that, I found so often I was just waiting for the call because I didn't want them, like, interrupting my shot, which would actually make me play slower.
Yeah, for sure.
So these sorts of things, I think they help out a lot.
It's been great. Ben going into the snout, trying to open things up a bit. Yeah, it's got one out. What do you like, a little screw cannon turnover shot here? Something adventurous from Ben? Or?
Yeah, I think definitely that's the shot to play. It's kind of, yeah, pots another one of Travis's balls and puts Ben in a great position, really. Got to get it though, and he's got it well, except the black. That was actually very unlucky to land there. It's but that red is still on. You just got to double it. It shouldn't be a tough double, but obviously you'd prefer not to do it if you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what Travis does here, because that yellow sort of, if it doesn't go, then it's sort of tricky for him. But it's also stopping Ben from going game as well. So hard to know when to pull the trigger there. No, problem not solved apparently, according to Dan. So looks like we won't know.
They might be using a manual table side timer, so unfortunately the lady's shot clock's not quite working on the stream, but there is somebody doing it nearby.
Been asked a question. I'm not sure who Best Ping AU is. You're gonna have to reveal your name, but I obviously must know you because you know I used to play at Miss Q's as a junior. So yeah, I think back when I was a junior, I used to run around the table all the time, because when I first started playing, I misunderstood the rules. And I thought you only had 30 seconds for a shot, not 30-second warning. So I just used to run around making sure I didn't time foul. And then, yeah, obviously things changed, but I just kept with the running around. And then people started telling me to slow down, so I listened to them, and now I'm probably too slow. Can't quite get it right. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Nice touch.
And Ben honestly just won't mind these frames at all. Like, just tapping around and waiting for a better opportunity. Especially when he's 7-3 up, you know.
Yeah.
Eddie Jenkins. Yeah. The Afro kid. Oh, he was trying to pot that.
The tournament might get a... Oh.
that is a great result. I think Jay's resetting the timer. Don't know what's happened here.
Commentator's curse on the shot clock, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
The ladies one seems to be back up but not ticking. And
They've used a different device.
Rightio, well, men's one's back on, so.
Colby on reds, but in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I would
think
say
we
in a
should-
very tricky position. Oh yeah, just running off it and trying to play the snooker, I think. That's a great shot if she gets it. That's a nice shot by Travis, except he's just killed. Oh. Was she trying to play the face cut double maybe? Very unlucky for Travis there. I think that's sort of just ruined his frame a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben's still
Well, he's got the, depending what shot he has next, if he gets another shot, which I assume he will, he's got the sort of kick and stick option to come up the back end of it. And the white's going to, stick to that front yellow and push that other one out. So it's not too bad as long as he has a straight line at the bottom rail.
So if you're Ben, you're trying to snooker him off that
Yeah.
path maybe,
Oh,
which is what he's done.
but he's left it.
Oh, the thing is, when you play it that soft, the side just slows down as well. Because he played that with a lot of left-hand side and it just kind of slowed down and didn't kick back in.
So a big shot for Travis here to get himself back in this frame.
But even that's pretty good because the direct line that Travis wants, he's actually probably going to hit the jaw, I think.
Even just a touch aside. Doesn't look
Yeah,
like he's
but you
going
want-
into it directly.
Yeah. Oh.
Didn't work out. So Ben's just he's covered Ben's double on the red, so Ben
Well,
might have to clear the black or take it first down the rail. So tricky shot as Nicole lines up this double on the yellow, which will pretty much guarantee her a good shot on the black if she can get it. It's close. Has it got the legs? No, not quite.
I do think if you can get this this red off the black, then you play it. But he's just decided, no, I'm just knocking it down the rail. That's probably a better option, less reliant on luck then.
Yeah, big favourite if this goes. Yeah, good shot.
And he's cueing him nicely, so you back yourself every day of the week.
Colby's backed herself as well then and made it a good pot because she missed that. Wasn't looking good. Still got one tricky positional shot to play to get up to her two reds because I don't think they pass each other in the top right corner. Is he a bit straight on this or is he should be alright?
Yeah, I think you can kind of cheat the pocket a bit and you should be alright.
Colby's taken the safer approach and just dropped her ball in the middle, leaving herself another little tester. Yeah, nice shot that.
Cued that nicely.
Yeah. We'll have to cue this one as well, I think, 'cause
Yeah, you just got to play this with screw back, and you know you got a very large area to land in. So cue ball shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, it's rock
Very
solid.
nice.
Rock solid under brush. Nice pot from Colby, but she's just kissed her red a little bit awkward.
Alright, if I'm Colby, I'm playing snooker now.
It's an easy up and down though.
Ben.
I think she has to take it on.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
So Ben Foster is 2 frames away.
Wow, what a shot.
Great shot.
That
Great
is a
shot from
very
Colby
good
Poole.
shot. I didn't realise she could have screwed back like that and
Yeah,
she could have come across.
cued that very, very well. Beautiful hit. Were the girls racing to 8 or 9? I thought they always did one less than the
Nah,
guys.
it's usually 8.
Is it 8 now?
Very nice shot. Well, everyone's on a toilet break, so I might actually do the same, and I'll come back for the rest of this match.
No worries.
You're the one involved. That was the other one who's involved.
They took riddles, I'm just saying, you're the umpire. I'm not talking 6, 7 toilet breaks in that.
I know that, but what am I going to do?
Do nothing, just do nothing like you've been doing.
What's your Bible is telling you? There's nothing in there. It says that you're allowed to have so many, or there's a scheduled break. It says the timeouts article discretionary. Yeah, there's no timeout at the moment. The shot clock's not running.
It's taking the piss.
Okay, well, as I said, like, that's good to know. No, don't worry.
Disrespect. Any more toilet breaks, or that's it?
Half frame, Ben Craig leading 8 frames to 3.
No toilet. No, it's a false alarm. Sorry, false alarm.
Travis commenting on Ben's numerous toilet breaks.
100%. Let's go.
Oh,
Now, ball in hand for a ball. Time running.
yeah, nice shot from Travis there. Controlled the cannon well.
Now? You can't tell it until it starts. Do you want me to tell it to start a timer? I'll get it as push the timer start anyway.
You guys are going to stop. I was watching it right there. It wasn't a foul. Let's say that's such.
So I thought it was only one.
Restarted shot clock. Timer.
Just some chatter in the crowd about Travis reaching over that ball. Jay was right on top of it though, didn't see a foul. Just one more careful positional shot here needed from Travis to get down to his last yellow. Yep. Black looks available in either right middle or the bottom left corner. It's all on this shot though, really. Yep, avoided the traffic well. Just want to make sure he hits this well. Gets the white ball right across the table. Just doesn't want to underhit it, leave it short. Yeah, it's pretty good. Nice confident black there from Travis. Still trailing by 4 frames to 8, but he will have a break coming up, so.
So was that a master break?
Reverse.
Reverse
clearance
master?
on. Ben went dry. Left him sitting nice. A couple of nice touch positional shots from Travis, and he took care of it. And then a dry break from Colby, who has allowed Nicole to have her first look at this table.
So what did I miss there? I think looks like
Yeah, Travis was bending over a shot over the corner where a ball was, and some of the WA boys mumbled in the crowd that Travis and Jay heard, calling it a foul, but Jay confirmed to them that he was right on top of it and there was no foul. So
Okay.
just interrupted Trav's finish a little bit, so
right.
but he was still able to finish the out and get the game.
Interesting.
Come on, Benjamin!
They're the worst ones when you put the white in the corner, because you. Fair enough, if you go in the centre, it's just a bad break. But generally, if you can get the white back up, you should generally be fine.
That's what Ben did in the previous frame. He did the Ben Noonan toilet break and then the Ben Noonan dump white in the middle. And Trav cleared up from there. It's a big chance for Ben here to get on the hill. Black's a little bit tricky, but it might pass in off that yellow if it stays there towards the end of his visit.
and they're all on. That black goes off the yellow, so it's definitely a good chance to get onto the hill.
And the timer's back up and running on the ladies, which is good.
No, you probably wanted to have a bit more angle, I would have thought. I guess it doesn't matter too much because you can just sort of screw back into the middle of the table, and he's always got that one down the bottom right as we look, so
Yeah.
should be fine. He's played that quite nice. He didn't have too much angle, but hit it hard enough to just bring it back a bit. He's probably giving himself a bit too much angle here.
Should be fine, just should be able to drop it in and take the one, dropping the one in the middle. And he's got that nice linking ball for the black. Up the rail off the yellow. There's Cue, that nice. Didn't leave himself too hampered with that red.
Yeah.
Does he risk sliding past that yellow, or do you think he's okay?
Yeah, I was looking at it. The last thing you want is to nudge that yellow in a position where you end up snookering yourself, but I think you can just sort of nudge onto it gently and this shouldn't be a worry.
Good test of cueing when you... Well, it looks like he might be playing it at pace. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
removed any risk there. Well, still had to hit that very nicely.
Yeah.
Big shot. Another big shot from Ben. Perfect.
Very nice by Ben on the hill now.
Definitely releases the pressure once you can get to the hill and still have a bit of a gap on your opponent. 5-frame lead is very handy.
Nicole, she's got a nice little out here. She's got a tricky black to keep herself in the match.
Yeah, she's just deciding whether to take it long into the corner or drop it in the middle.
I'm definitely dropping it in the middle if I'm her. What about you?
Well, she's taking it to the middle. She's just not 100% sure on it. Just tell the look on her face.
I guess it depends on, like, at least with the corner, if you leave it over the corner around the area, you're still in a great position, or a decent position at least.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at potting, you go centre. So I guess with that, now that she's missed, it's just a bit easier for Colby to play safeties until she gets her balls out in the open. So I guess there is merit for both. A very nice break by Benny. That's all you can ask for now is some good breaks. Give yourself a great chance at taking out the title. Now Colby's got to overplay this if anything. Great shot. Played that very well.
Little snick and duck snooker, I think.
I think so.
Ooh. Is that the first showing of nerves, do you think, Luke?
You never know. You never know. He's pretty cool and calm under pressure. Sometimes it is hard to just get that last one, as you said at the start of the match. The first and the last are the hardest to win. I think Colby might have left the up and down here for Nicole.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're Nicole, you're going for the pot too. You gotta. There's no point just trying to hit it. You might not get a better chance than this to stay in the match.
Nice shot by Travis there.
Oof.
She got contact and not a horrible white, I must say. Yeah, that black's just in the way of the perfect angle for the breakout for Trav. Just got to be a bit careful.
Ooh.
Oh, too
wow.
much juice. And in off.
Not quite. Tell you what, he's actually
Look
got.
at
That is incredible angle.
It's not bad, although these rails do slide wide, so you might have to not hit this too hard. Just at a good pace, because he's got to generate some sort of force into the bunch from the.
Yeah, it's hard to see these landing nicely though.
Yeah.
Like, where do you hit it? Do you try and hit the red full in the middle of those three yellows?
I think you'll be happy for any sort of contact. This is a
Yeah.
good shot from Nicole, just keeping the pressure on Colby, who's on the hill as well. Trav going the defensive option there, trying to buy a little bit more time, and
I do wonder if the angle wasn't quite there as
yeah,
well.
I think
You
so.
never know. But regardless, he's gone for the safety option.
Yeah, nice cueing from Colby there. Wonder what she's going to do with that yellow there on the right rail. It's dangerous to squeeze it past the black, because you might leave her a snick to the opposite corner if it doesn't drop. Unless she's yeah, it's always dangerous. Never like that shot on these tables.
Yep. But is it cuttable? It's at least.
You're at least burying it over the hole, I think, unless you catch it too thick. But Ben with the turnover, I think. Yeah, that's a great shot from Ben. Really puts Travis in a bind.
Oh no,
Michael,
this would be horrible.
Oh, no.
This would be horrible. Oh my god. That is not the way you want to see a
Huge.
singles.
Everybody
Final
had a big
one.
sigh of relief there.
I tell you what, I think Colby would have been more than happy to take it though. It's a horrible way to win, but you just got to take them sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow, what a shot by Trav if this goes in.
All right.
No.
First chance for Benny Foster to pick up the silverware.
Gotta love a bit of drama in the pool game.
Tanaskovic with a question on how many players have won Australian singles twice. Quite a few. It's pretty rare for people to go back to back. I think Steve Hogan and Michael Scarry are the only ones to go back to back. Scarry went on to make a third final where he was dethroned by the man on screen.
Yes, I was there for that one. Wait, no, I wasn't. I was there for Michael Scarry's first one.
In the territory.
Yes,
up
that's
north?
right.
Yeah.
That was my last nationals for 4 years. Oh, what a shot!
Great shot.
This is where it gets exciting because you know every frame from here on in is a potential to win an Australian title.
Yeah. It's a pretty rare club to win it once, let alone twice, 3 times.
Yes, Justin Sage 3 times, only one.
And Alec, I think.
Ah, yeah, I see.
How's the pace? How's the pace? It is
Very
perfect.
nice.
It is
Wow, what
perfect.
a shot!
What a shot.
I think. What about Avellino? I think back in the day he was winning quite a lot. This is great opportunity for Ben now.
Yeah. Bit of tic-tac-toe and you're all done.
I'm sure he'll be feeling a little bit of pressure, but the fact that he's got a nice lead will definitely help. Oh, and he's just
There
played
it
that.
is.
Played like that.
Like a dream.
Yeah, he's played that.
Pretty much
like
the
he's
whole
playing
match.
At home.
And there you go.
Yeah, he's got it, and very well done to Ben.
2024 Australian singles
Yeah,
champion
that one
Ben Foster can now go back to fatherhood.
there. Yeah.
He's done the job. Fantastic
Very
achievement to join an
impressive.
elusive club of multiple Australian singles title holders. High fives from his supporters. Big sigh of relief. What a week it's been for him personally and on the table.
Yep. One to remember, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. Winning a singles title in your home state. He's getting a big rub on the shoulders from his brother Luke. He's just gone off to have a moment, and we can focus on the finish of this game.
Yeah.
Colby 7-6, first to 8.
And this is going to get very exciting, in my opinion.
And Alan Brown has just taken out the Masters final.
Wow, so that's twice in a row now that he's won the Masters singles. He won it last year,
Back-to-back
so
Brownie.
yet to be beaten.
So a huge effort from Travis Crawley as well. He was bidding for a third Australian title, and the fact that he's president of the association to be playing in the tournament in general is quite an achievement, let alone making the final of a grueling event that is the singles. A big shout out to Travis for his effort during this week.
And I believe his last title was about 18 years ago. So
2006,
Yeah.
the famous Woodsy final to go along with his 2001 triumph.
so very very impressive to see that he's still around
Yeah.
to this day. Not easy to win these things.
And I believe Sue Basanic took out the over 50s ladies, so congratulations to her. Do you know who won last year?
The over 60s ladies.
50s.
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Oh yes. It was the SA lady. I can't quite remember her name. I believe it was the SA.
Brownie beat Mark Bradley last year. Who? The Who Man.
Well,
Sue
here we go.
Kendall. Was the,
Yes.
Thanks to our Killer
Thanks,
Bee,
Mikey.
Mikey Cacciola. Thank you. So Nicole's got a good chance on the yellows here, but the pressure's on because Colby's balls aren't terrible, so she'll need to make sure of these.
Now this is the ultimate pressure, if you ask me. You're
When
one
you-
frame behind, your opponent's on the hill, and you've got an out. It's definitely on, but they're not easy. So it's going to be great to see how well Nicole can hold her nerve here. She's
Yeah.
very good under the pump, but
Yeah, she'll need to drop on that one to the middle now, though. Oh, she's taking. You should take this one. Maybe she doesn't have the quite nice angle to drop on that yellow near the middle. So she's trying a different way.
that is
And she's
perfect.
perfect. What a great shot. That's a great shot.
now do you just drift across? You play the one in the centre next. So you play you play the two balls into the same centre pocket, but do you just drift up or do you come off the back rail and
Oh, I think you just.
come in closer?
I think you just give it the Jamie Stevens float down.
Float down. Yes, Toby did win 8-6 against Alex Kingsbury.
Fargo rate, I think the professional 9-ball players are all sort of 900 plus on the Fargo, so Ben Foster would probably be a high 800s. I think he might have a rating for his Hayball tournaments, and I think that's probably in the 800s. Very nice, just leaves her a nice angle.
Oh. Mikey would be able to answer that one quite well, actually.
Tricky little shot this.
Especially under the pump.
Yeah, she gave it a bit. I don't think she had to hit it that hard.
She did want to have to come out. I don't blame her for giving it a bit extra.
She wanted to make sure she got out, I think. But,
And the last thing you want is a tricky black, you know. So
but you want to have a chance at the
I
black.
know that's a very good point. That was the old Michael Skerry tactic. The at least give yourself a shot at it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you got a shot.
Mikey's come back about the Fargo rates. Ooh.
This
That's not good for Colby.
oh dear.
Looks like a heel, folks.
Don't call
like
it just yet.
heel.
Still not easy. I mean, should be, but under the pressure, you never know. And to tell you what, if another hill, Colby will be thinking about last year for sure. It will definitely be in the back of her mind.
So we'll leave a Nicole Welsh special first to get us there. Oh, beautiful.
Wow, she's knocked it in. That's a very nice spot.
Straight
under the
down the
pump.
middle. Nothing but net.
This is the situation where you want to win it, but you almost don't, like, you can't want to win it too much. If you want to win it too much, then you start really missing good opportunities and putting extra pressure on yourself, and you almost got to play like it means nothing when it means everything.
Ladies are getting straight into it. No toilet breaks needed for them. It's good to see.
Oh, they look like they're enjoying themselves out there.
Yeah. Oh, it's a special moment they'll share for the rest of their lives, going heel in the Australian final. Good luck, ladies.
This is exactly what we wanted, a nice close contest as a neutral supporter.
And she's got a ball. Horrible starter, unless you can see one of those yellows to the middle, which she's looking at. Probably not on, judging by her face.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of them long frames.
Yeah. Buckle up.
Uh-huh. But they are sort of all there once you get on something. It's good to have the overhead on the big screen, and you can kind of have a look to see what situation you're in.
Oh, might be half an error there from Nicole. I think she's left the clip on this yellow. Have you chanced your arm at the hay ball yet, Luke?
I have played one game, and it wasn't a competitive game. It was a practice game at Ben Foster's place, and I could put a ball. So that was the end of my career there. I might get into it one day. It seems like it's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But it's not big at all in WA at the moment. So.
That was Ben's got the only table, I think, just about.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Yeah, very tough game.
Yeah.
And when you're used to the smaller balls, you got to hit a different spot on the object ball every time for any other game. So it's just so hard to get the lines and the angles right.
Yeah.
So. Just tip-tappy frame for now until one of the ladies has a better opportunity at it.
I think Colby has a chance of going reds, which may be a little bit better now that that second yellow has been pushed above that. Red. So half a chance here for Colby to at least get control of the frame. Oh. Not great, not terrible. If she can maybe stun or screw off this ball to the middle that's just above the black, then she can then play the red that's below the black and go into the bunch with the backup of the red on the right hand side, which could then transition her up to the top two balls, but it's a tough ask in this situation.
Actually, do you mind if we get an overhead just to see what sort of angle she's got? Because I'm thinking big right now. I'm thinking knock this one in the centre, screw back and... Yeah, never mind. And open them up.
Just
but
plonk that one in like it was nothing.
yeah, it was a nice shot. Thanks, Scary. Appreciate that, mate.
And we've got 536 watching currently, which is great to see for the completion of this match.
Yeah, Colby has not won one, so she has come runner-up numerous times, including last year. But it's a title that has eluded her, so yeah, this is a massive moment for her. I'm not sure how many Nicole has won. Maybe Dane can...
I think it was
answer
only
that one.
once
Yeah.
when I checked the list. I did do some homework for this gig. I think it was only one for Nicole because the ladies' titles have been
Do you know?
scattered around outside of Lyndall Vine's dominance.
Do you know what I reckon CueballTV should get? Heart rate monitors, Dan. I would love to see the heart rate monitor right now on both these ladies. I know mine would probably break the monitor if I was in this situation.
Yeah, Nicole's win came in 2019. And then it was the COVID and Isabella Di Giorgio show since then.
You say 2019 she won?
Nicole
Okay.
won, yeah.
Cool. That's a very nice shot by Colby, by the way. She's actually played it perfectly. Still plenty of work to do for both colours here.
Yeah. Do you think she's got a line on those yellows to the left-hand side to flick off and send the white to the top, or she wants to leave that bunch alone?
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I think she might have access to one of them.
That's a nice shot. Let's get it out of there.
Well, she's left the reds on, but
I think I'm more than happy to give her a crack at it. There's no real nice ball to... there's no real nice way of breaking out her dead red on the left there. So it
Yeah.
is a bit tricky.
got the double to the corner with a touch of safety in mind, but yeah, definitely.
I think you just
I
lay
think
up
probably
here.
just to flick off it and leave the white on the top cush would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking her extension there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Nicole will probably just flick off her yellow and
Yeah.
play the turnover.
Well, you sort of got a light in this rule set. You want to block the pocket, but
Not.
keep it a fair way out of the pocket so they can't just pot your ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite easy for Nicole to just run off and pot them. If you're Nicole, you want to get rid of some of Colby's reds.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
give herself the best chance of going game when she has the opportunity. Very nice shot. Alright. Can you try and get the white onto the left hand side rail, sort of like nestled up, yeah, basically where she's put her finger. Try and like top it through and leave it there, and then sort of only leave Nicole on that yellow next to the red.
Yeah.
So
I'd
she has to
prefer
sort of
maybe-
play a shot.
I'd probably prefer the half ball, push the yellow up the cushion and leave the white back on the top back on the top rail. She pushed it too hard.
Oof.
It's a bit tricky. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Probably see a snooker-esque safety shot from Nicole here. Just clip off the yellow and try and leave the white up the top cushion in balk.
Yeah, that's the shot. But there is a bit of a gap there. She's got to be careful. Yeah, she's left the gap. I think.
It was tough to cover all three reds, but
yeah,
here's your chance, Colby Poole.
this is a big moment, and I actually think she's got angle. If we get another bird's eye view, does she have angle to just play it and
Just
nudge onto the
right
black?
into the blacks pretty safely. Yeah, I think so.
I think it is. I mean, a bit more angle would have been nice. I think it is a little straight, so you sort of have to like give it a bit of extra pace to square it up a bit. Maybe.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
going
screwing
up.
back. Oh my god, what a shot!
That's a great shot.
What a shot!
Amazing shot.
And now maybe another bird's eye view would be nice, and see what she's got, what sort of angle. I think she's gonna have to
Pick the gap between the yellows. Don't come too far towards that middle pocket.
Oh, this is awkward. I don't like it at all. It's such a great shot, but trying to get back onto this red.
As long as she doesn't overhit it, I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's looking good. Looking good.
Very nice, considering that was actually amazing.
Great shot. She's not hampered on the yellows.
There's another, yeah, there was definitely a lot of spots where she could have been hampered, for sure.
She played that very, very nicely. How are the nerves? Take some deep breaths. 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
And she's already had her extension.
She has,
so
yeah.
It's go time.
There we go. For all the biscuits. And the chocolates. It's good.
Oh, she played
She's
it
done
really well. Oh my god. And even
Fantastic.
such an easy black would probably feel like the hardest shot in the world right
She's
now.
just taking it all in. One final setup. There you go.
Oh, well done.
Colby Poole, her first Australian title. Fantastic clearance.
That was
Under the pressure.
great finish. Very, very good. And that would mean the world to her, considering how many, or especially last year, but you know, the amount of runners-up she's had.
Yeah.
So very well done, Colby, and
Semi-finals,
commiserations to Nicole. Very good final.
Yeah, she played her part in a fantastic final. And that was a great match.
For sure. All right, well, thanks, Dane. Appreciate
No worries.
you coming in to commentate. And thanks, Dan, for CueballTV.
Stay tuned for the Masters team final and ladies team final. I believe the Masters team is WA and SA, and the ladies will be ACT versus South Australia. So enjoy.
All right, cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Australian singles. Oh, insane. It all started at 4-1.
What a match.